All right, let's bring up chat. Oh, no, ooh, I just saw, I gotta watch that later. Are we live? Yes. Oh, I gotta watch that later. What I just saw, chat, I gotta watch that later. I think something might be finally coming to a close going on in the greater world of things. Or at least here where I live, anyways. As far as in the United States. Oh, I hope that's what that meant. I hope it's really true, too. Like, I don't want, like, oh, it's over, but it's not really over. Oh, it needs to be over. But we'll see. I'll watch it later and see what's going on. But welcome back, chat. We're gonna sit here and wait for a little bit, let everyone try to have a chance to jump in here before we start the stream. What was that just on? Oh, another one of the people I watch on YouTube's he's playing Resident Evil 2 on hardcore right now on hard. It's in honor of things going on soon, but also, Leon's got that vibe. He's just not Chris, man. I'll say it a million times. Just not Chris. Chris is good in his own way. Don't get me wrong, but nah. See, this is why I knew Leon would always win. Y'all don't know what that means. That's actually not meant for you guys. I don't know why I'm even saying that to the chat because I'm like, I don't even think the person that would be meant for that would say that to. There was an old friend that he'd get that joke. It'd be like the same thing of me saying, "See, Virgil was right all along." It only makes sense if he would happen to have been watching the stream. But because he was an old friend of mine from a long time ago. But but yeah, see, Leon was destined to always win. But welcome back, chat, to Front Mission 3. I'm hoping we can get everyone in here. I doubt notifications have gone out, judging by how slow the intake is right now, and that we haven't had anyone join up quite yet. So most likely YouTube failed to notify a little bit there. Like I said, it's slow when it comes to PlayStation. Sometimes it's spot on. Sometimes it like the notifying goes immediately out, just like if I was streaming on PC. Then other times, it's like trying to get the last bit of toothpaste out of your out of its container. Good luck. welcome everyone. But we are going to give it a second. The reason why I also want to give it a second for just an elaboration for the beginning of the stream is I want to show we're going to do a simulator battle before we go to the story. Not only to also stall for everyone to get here, but I have to show y'all something that made me laugh last night. I know why this one's my favorite now, and I remember wholeheartedly why it is now. And you will see once we get moving here. It looks like people starting to join up. Welcome. Seeing the number of viewers starting to go up now. Welcome. Okay, chat. Oh, let me take my camera away for a second. The music keeps going, right? Yeah, okay, good. I've got to plug my controller in, chat. Hold on 1 second, or it's gonna die in the middle of one of the battles, as always. Luckily, it's a turn-based strategy game, so that really wouldn't matter much. But like, unless unlike Arknights, like if that happened in Arknights, which it has once, yeah, that's gonna be it might be a dunzo in that situation, depending on what I'm fighting. Which, speaking of that, I'm gonna off camera, just to cut down. I'm not gonna do anything major. I'm probably gonna log back in off camera. Um, on Arknights infield tonight, just to go on there and set up what Tam King and Farseer told me, and what I was clearly blind and didn't see. Um, because when I'm in a hurry, I will do that sometimes when I'm kind of trying to do something else and I know I got to do it's important, or I'm in the trying to get to something pretty quick. Sometimes I'll accidentally mostly it's just in video games, like in IRL. I don't tend to do this because I've trained my brain to recognize the difference. But in games, if I'm in the middle of a game and I've got something else I'm kind of focusing on that's more important, I will heavily kind of gloss over and ignore stuff. And the reason for that is because my brain is trying to filter out the non-necessary information because my ADHD. To, it's how I train myself to not be as distracted by everything. Um, we'll start to cut out the things I've trained it. That's not important. That's not important. That has nothing to do with it. It'll go right back to normal after everything's done, but it's so I can get in. It's basically the professional mode. The when you strap in and get ready. But welcome, chat. Welcome. All right. Wait. It came unplugged. Hold on. Dang it. Okay, come here, stupid little liar. Okay, we look like we're good. It's charging now. I guess I didn't plug it in good. It came out and fell on the ground. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and load us up. Do you want to load the file? Yes, I do. I do. Okay. Alrighty. So, do I do the simulator first now? Probably. Give everyone time to join in. Let's do like a simulator battle just to give everyone a chance to join in. And if everyone joins during the battle, I'll talk about what I've done to my character during that. If not, we'll talk about it during the story mission. I'm hoping everyone will join. I'm hoping YouTube's still eventually sends out some noties. It is 7:30 though, so this is why I wanted to wait to start around 7:30. All right, same type of enemies. Start it up. Johnny and Jen, Ryogo and Cuckoo, Emma and Liquid. Accuracy. Alrighty there. Yeah. Okay. Give it a second. Let me go over here real quick while I'm waiting for people to join in chat. Take my time before we do our turn real quick. I am gonna go ahead and fire the rocket stuff. Good. Welcome, Tam King. Welcome. Oh, I can't wait, chat, for you to see how stupid this is. Like I said, I love this. Is one of my favorites. Oh, hold on 1 second, chat. It's an important text. I gotta respond to this text. Hold on 1 second, chat. Alright, I'm back, chat. Well, looks like it's just Tam Kinging me so far. And see, I'm finally doing my tutorials to unlock the tips. Oh no, tips, not tips. I couldn't see it so far away. BPS I need for my empire. Forgot that's what you were doing. Forgot that's where we left off. That's you're trying to create the, what was it, the sand leaf. The sand leaf empire. Alright, so, chat. Chat. Or so, oh, someone else joined. Hopefully more people are coming in. I know notifications went out late. I can tell by the way it's happened. That's why it's a good thing that I took a little bit longer to get moving. Hold on one second. Ay. That's why I don't let her handle the business and I do it. She don't understand math. Ay. Oy. Anyways, I'm back, chat. Hopefully for good this time. But okay. But, alright. Seely's probably crying to his pillow over the Uma cancellation. Yeah, I like I said, we're gonna, since we didn't get to do anything in Arc Nights, because like I said, it was very important, and hopefully, from what it looks like, it may, I mean, not, well, at most I know I've got a friend of mine, he's helping me out now. We're trying to get the ball rolling and me finding a roommate to move in here with me, so my mom can move out and kind of do her own thing as well, and have her own life, and then I can have my own as well. I mean, I'll still have a roommate here, but still, you know, be its own thing. So, but hopefully, even if the first one don't pan out, hopefully, this means we can kind of get the ear out to the right areas and also pray about it. For me, it's like, for me, that's what I'll say. Like, if you do have believe in that way, then definitely pray or at least send me good wishes. Because it definitely needs to happen. Like I said, it's something that I've been trying to get to happen, but just everybody I keep talking to, at least up till now, and hopefully has just been met with either mostly no response at all, or some at least responding in kind, but you know, basically saying they're a little too worried about the situation and like they can't do it because they're worried this might be this or this, and it's like, and I understand that, so that's why I'm like, it's not easy, but and that, and plus the transportation thing I'm trying to set up just in case I have to go somewhere out of county in an emergency, like doctor or whatever. They're supposed to call me Monday. If they're not, I'll be calling them back. But the other one that we thought might work, that didn't pan out, so I'm gonna leave that one alone. And I'm just gonna keep pursuing this other route right now, because now I've got to try to see if there's other places I can do besides just online to try to get the word out of roommates. So also let them know what like what we're doing, what he's helping me with, is things like that. Because I've done online site ones, but so far that's been met with not really good results. I'm already leery of online, but I'm willing, like, if they're at least, as long as I can talk to the person and get to hear how they are, and I can, and all that, I'm fine with that. But all the people I've talked to, even though they texted and I've not really talked to anybody on the phone, kind of, which is probably why they texted, they kind of said no so far, but we'll see. I'm just gonna keep it going to what happens. But back to the game in this instance. focusing back in. That's also why Arc Knights kind of had to get canceled a little bit today, because that was more important than what I had to do. But tomorrow we'll do Arc Knights, and we'll do probably more front mission, depending on how much we get done in the next. Some of them probably ended around 10:30, 11 o'clock at latest. So, depending on how much we get done tonight, we'll determine if we do another 2 for tomorrow, like another double episode, Arc Knights first, front mission after, or we just focus on Arc Knights. Because since we got to read some more lore tomorrow, since we can get to finish that, we might have to make Arc Knights the only thing that happens tomorrow. But we'll see. We shall see. But, back to the fight at hand. So we're in the simulator right now. This is where I've been going to train my pilots. Now, here's the difference between 2 and 3 and 1. 1, the arena is, in the first game, the arena only earns you, in the first game, the arena earns you XP and money. It earns you less XP, more money. In the second game, the arena earns you only money, no XP at all. Not at all. Just money, but the fights are harder, and it does pay you a lot more. Like this, we'll get to this one in a minute. This one pays like very little. Like this one pays the least out of all 3, but it gives you a lot more of something else. But, yeah, second one gives you nothing but money, but will pay you in dividends if you can win the harder battles, especially if you've trained your pilots ahead of time properly during your story, and become a Wanzer millionaire. But in this one, you will make hardly any money. You will, the best you'll make right now, it's in the early game. It'll get better as it goes on, and we get different simulator battles to fight and set up and do these little simulated battles like this that are not a part of the story. But right now, the most this one can yield is 550 per win. Like, you have to win to get the 550. It's not a lot. But, you may not get money, but you will create Gundam new type pilots. Like on the level of like Amuro Ray himself. Pure cheating machines. And I will show you why. Now my shotgun doesn't have too many skills. The skills you learn and put in your computer in this game, because the computers in the previous game, they just up the short range, long range, or melee stat. In this game, they actually are the mid-max or mid-manager of your skills. So, can I see pilot? Yeah. Well, it doesn't show me that, what I was hoping it was going to show me. But I thought it was going to show me my skills. But, so as you do your ace rank, now, the stars, you'll notice I have 2 stars already. The stars are based on destroying units completely and getting honors. That increases your overall total level, which is just for AP. Gives you more AP. You'll notice we have 18 AP, not 14 anymore. It's doubled now. That's because I might have leveled up a couple times. Only a couple. But sadly it won't show me my skills in there. But since the skills are related to the weapons, and the computers no longer determine stats, the computers determine how many skill points you're allotted to program different beneficial pilot skills, basically. So, but they have to learn them from the weapons they're yielding. So, for instance, Emma here, at the top of the screen, not me at the bottom, at the top of the screen, that rocket launcher earns her the skill pilot damage, which is the one she keeps spamming. By the way, you can also cheat the system too in this. This game is so crazy with how this works. You can stack your skills together. And what this means is, unlike the one I said where it didn't stack, because it didn't stack in two. Like when Tam King, when you were talking about the critical stacking with the speed, and I told you that doesn't do that. Oh, it does it in this one. And it's like, and what you can do, and you can do this with the same exact skill, like a clone of the same skill. So, if I could show the pilot skills, she has 2 pilot damages and 2 double XP skills. And the reason why you want to do this is even if they're not high level, you might trigger 4 level 1s. Back to back of that same skill doing the same attack. As long as you have the ammo for it, which is only rocket launchers have to worry about that. And other certain special weapons. I think cannons do too. But machine guns and shotguns and all that don't have to worry about that anymore again. They went back to infinite ammo. But yeah, like, you essentially can, like, really stack them. So you're about to see what I mean about this being funny. So I'm gonna say right now, I think we stole a certain... If Farseer stole Liquid from Front Mission 1, 100% my guy must have found a certain CPU in some sort of salvage area or some sort of scrap yard. And I'm gonna say this before I do this. And all that CPU said on the cover of it was Venom. Now, he didn't put it there, but you see... He's not even trained with that fist, by the way. That's just the skill kicking in, and he didn't even trigger the scariest skill he's learned. I'm pretty sure Jin might have some venom in him. So, and then let's bring the Ryogo up here to start fighting. See, they're holding out right now, but you also see the damage I will say Ryogo's doing is because he is trained with that submachine gun now. Here they come. Trying to focus my left hand. Open fire. Yeah, see, he almost just straight ripped it apart. Yeah, he doesn't have enough AP to respond there. And see, that one hurts him more. I think that one's got a better gun. Okay, sir. I'll just shoot you with the shotgun. You want to run away from me? So you get down. Now, our mechs are still under-leveled a little bit because we're still at the beginning of the game. They're not taking the... Oopsies. He just leveled up again. We have 20 AP now. Oops. That's, this is what I have to say to that. That's an absolutely hilarious turn of events. Yeah, go for that one. Taking a little more hits this time because they're getting a lot luckier, but it won't matter. I've done this battle a million times. Like, this is the first reactor. If you want it, the Tam King will get that reference. This is the first reactor. You're essentially seeing something that's happened in another game happening in this game. Pilot damage. She at least triggered her skill this time. The other boys were just trying to show their tankiness. They didn't even use their skills. Like, we don't need them. Oh, another XP times 2. Now, if you get any extras, just leave them. The available skills for each pilot will go in the left screen. So now you can see what I'm talking about now that I earned a skill. When you're building your computer, at the bottom right, what you see it says Computer 4, which that part works similar to Front Mission 2. It has different versions. She only has 4 skill points for skills. Now, you see how each of these skills has 1 red block. The higher level ones have 2 red blocks or 3 red blocks. So you will need a better computer to stack better skills as they get higher. and you unlock better versions. But as you see what I've done here to kind of give her, to escalate her rocket launcher learning skills really fast, which I do. I forgot this was in here. I wish this was a thing since the first one for rocket launchers, because rocket launchers take forever to level up, and I do mean forever. So, especially when they fire one rocket at a time. Now, in this game, it's a little different how it does the XP, which is why it's still easier, but you can even double it. So technically, she can pop both of these. So there is a chance she can, like, have about times 4 like, she can literally quadruple the XP she just earned in some cases. It's pretty stupid, actually, sometimes. But now, I don't know how I would train that to the others unless this came from her chess piece. We will look at that, by the way, because most of the skills have to be learned from the body parts you're putting on that the pilot is using and from the weapons you've given them. Now, obviously, the pilots still have specialties, and we're going to elaborate on that once we get to this next area after this one, once we do the next story mission. Because to be fair, we can't make any changes other than what we've already done. I'm just kind of cheating the system on pilots. So, we're just going to keep that skill in stock for a later use if we needed to, like, for instance, if I wanted to take pilot damage off and just go full double XP, I could technically make her, so that'd be there'd be 4 of them. 2, 4. So that means she'd get it times 8 experience from anything she earns if she popped all 4. That's just crazy. I do love that's the thing, though, if you know how to min-max. I just have to figure out where she learned that from, because I might want to actually train that to the other pilots and when we find the next simulation next time. Because I think the thing, if I remember this correctly, I won't know this until we get the next simulation. But I think as you unlock simulations, you can still do the previous one, because they're in the they're in your network. They're in your little network section of this game. So unlike previous games, they're not locked to an area. So after you unlock certain ones, you'll see 450 for that one. So you don't get a lot of money, but your pilots will become absolute nightmares to deal with for anything fighting them. And they are aptly so now. So let's go look at that so y'all can see what we talking about here. If it'll let me. I forget how to... Wait, can I look at pilots right now? I might not even be able to look at them right now. We might be still too early in the game. That's also why I think we can't name him. I looked it up. I think it's too early. I don't think we're going to get to name our character or other pilots until I think we get to the first major city where we're not like on the run or like what you're seeing right now. Is what if I remember correctly, so. Because you see, I can only go... Well, where does it let me go? Hold on. Oh no, that is me, yeah. So I can only go to this for pilots, which is the computer. I think there should be another, like, menu we don't have yet, is why I think we can't name them. Unless, once again, they took that out and combined it into one menu. We'll see, though, because we're still pretty early in the game. So let me look at battle skills. So you see what I did for me. Oh, and there they are. So I learned these in the first 2 punches he did. He had not been trained with this knuckle, so part of me thinks that he might be... Until we can see it, this is the part why it, like, makes it a little hard, because I have no... Yeah, see that right there? You see how there's no upgrades available yet? It's this screen. This screen's not available yet. So I think we are going to get to name them soon, but we're not to that point, because you see, he can have a max of 20 AP allotted. I can take AP out of their AP and put it into other things and give them buffs. Almost like materia, once again, the example of that kind of setup. Kind of like doing the essence in Arknights. So, but yeah, that screen's not available yet, so it's probably because of that. But yeah, this is where the computer screen is. We only start with computer 4. I have saved up to 5,500. That is pretty good money for me just spamming a 450, 550 setup. So, nice, nice. Alrighty then. So I think that's a pretty good number. I think we're actually pretty set. I am going to save it one more time since we won another arena. Go ahead and save it. Also, you'll notice, remember I told you there's 2 different campaigns in here, depending on the first choices you make at the beginning that Tam King made. So if you want to blame anyone for us having to help Emma with the terribleness she's going to deal with, because hers is the harder campaign, then blame Tam King. No, I'm scared. It's your fault, Tam King. But I did look that up. Thanks, Tam King. We're on the harder campaign. I forgot which one was the rougher one. The one that we end up saving our sister is the easier one. The one with Emma, oh boy. We're basically, if you've ever played Star Fox 64 back in the day, we're on the second run where you're about to fight the secret one of the many secret versions of Andross you didn't know existed. In your first time beating that game. See, hardest campaign? Yeah. Yeah, you gave us the, you did give me one of my favorite characters, though. You're good. I'll probably end up letting you have him, because I know James don't like snipers, unless you don't want a sniper and you'd rather your flamethrower back. You'll have to let me know. Do you want to keep with your flamethrower business and keep scorching the earth? Or do you want to become a pinpoint sniper? Because I'm pretty sure this is the campaign that gets a certain character, if I'm not correct. And he comes with a very good sniper Wanzer. At least I hope it's this one. I hope I'm not mistaking it for the other one. I could be, to be fair. Which, by the way, you will end up with the characters from the other campaign eventually, but you won't get them till almost the second half of the game. It's like you're basically playing 2 different roads heading the same way. But from 2 different perspectives, but for the same character. So you can either have your character stay behind and not go, because here's how you do it. You don't go to the bar. But because you had chosen to go with Ryogo, I was given the choice to go to the bar, so I had to go with that route. You can actually not even get that choice, so it doesn't trick you. It's actually cool with the way the game works it. So if you are kind of wanting to do different choices, the first choice you make is automatically going to set you on the path to get the other campaign. To be different than Emma's. Because Emma's only happens if you go with Ryogo. Because you won't get the option to go to the bar, I'm pretty sure, if you do not go with him. Let's see. I like turtles. No way. I like snipers. I mean, if it is that one, I'll let you have the sniper. I'll do it. Well, actually, you know what? No, if you want the sniper, we'll just wait till we get him no matter what. Even if it takes longer, we'll get him eventually. He just will take a little longer to acquire. Because if he is in the other campaign, then that means he's actually protecting our main character's sister right now. At this point in time, since we didn't end up with them. We ended up with Emma in this version of the timeline. So, but in theory, right now in that same road, heading the same direction, but a separate road that meets at the end, or towards the end, the other part should be the same for the 2 of them, even if your character's not there. Because Ryogo, I think, goes with you no matter what. I think Ryogo's like your starting pilot. He's basically guaranteed to be on your team, which is why you want to make sure you train him in whatever you want him to be early. Because he's going to be like your go-to man for the rest of the game. Because depending on the campaign, changes everybody else. Everybody besides Ryogo is different at different times, depending on if you go with him to that construction site or not. But let us move. Let's continue on this Emma campaign. We're on the run now. Alright, so, setup should be okay. We saved one just in case. Let's move. I'm ready to get moving anyways. I'm super excited. I didn't care which version y'all ended up on, to be fair. I can do either, so it's not like it matters. I mean, especially now that I've remembered why this is my favorite one. Yeah, it ain't gonna be a problem. Even though it is the harder campaign, there might be one or two snags that, because two of the missions are that I remember in the harder campaign are absolutely painful, even if you're good, just because what they want you to do. You'll see when we get them. You'll know it when you'll know it when you see it because it's one of those missions. Let's put it that way. You'll know it when you see it. We won't probably make it to that because I don't think it's till like pretty deep into Emma's campaign. Oh, here we go. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, the police wanzers. Man, I love this universe and how they do the cutscenes, man. That's also why this is my favorite. It's so much better at like portraying the environment. The wanzers moving around in a more dynamic camera angle, and the pilot's actually walking around and and there's actual human models. This will always be my favorite. 4 did this too, to be fair. I can't really hate on 4 for that, because 4 just the campaign, I didn't get into it at the time, because the time I played Front Mission 4, this was before even the channel was made. It was not in a good place. So that game didn't get good attention. If they do a remake of 4, because I think we're gonna have to fight these guys if I remember correctly. If they do a remake of 4, we're 100% doing that as well. Because I never got to truly embrace 4. And I want to re-experience it. Because I never beat it either. That's the one I never fully beat because of when it came into my life. But it was basically just even more upgraded than this one is. Looks like a police checkpoint. You think they're looking for us? Most likely. We might be able to break through with the transport. Let's try to avoid a fight. We're breaking. Let's try to avoid a fight. We're breaking through. You want to make enemies with the police too? Isn't that uncool? It is uncool. But they're gonna shoot at us either way because of the situation we put ourselves in, sadly. That's all. Oh, never mind. Oh, I forgot about this. Never mind. Hunter 5 here. Target acquired. Commencing attack. A JDF helicopter? They found us. There are civilians here. Why are they attacking? Power of the Wanzers. We're gonna get wasted. Hurry up. Gah. I like how you never saw her get out. By the way, those trucks can't carry more than 2. The only thing that's weird about this game, now we'll get a different one later that makes more sense. It has a dual door, like a door on both sides of the truck, and that one carries 4. Which that's kind of on purpose, because that's mostly the size of the squad's going to be most of the game. At least for a little while. Let's go! If they mean business, they'll get the business into my Wanzer. Good answer. I'll take that, actually. Alright, yep, we gotta fight sadly, the police. Now, they are only melee, so it's not that bad. And with our piloting upgrade, we should be okay. But I'm kind of more worried about these buddies here. So let's have her shoot a rocket at that. I'm pretty sure that's in range. The rockets are more, the choppers are more important. Boosh! Nice. Ryuji's gonna be better at shooting at a chopper than me. I'm gonna pull him up here. I'm gonna... Well, I say that. I can get up there. I have 20 AP. I am an absolute menace now. I've made him way too strong. Like, way too strong. But this is what I wanted. I wanted Final Fantasy Reactor level 1 with level stupidity. And that's what I've got. The mech itself can't necessarily take the hit, but we do actually have some repair items I didn't know about, so we're going to use those if we have to. Wait, oh, that one has a rifle. Oh, he's hitting the mountain. Oh, wait, something just happened. Confusion? Wait, what just happened? I forget what that means. Sir hates trees! Wait! What was that? Oh, I need to fire rockets at all these choppers. Ah, yeah, see, now that's gonna be a problem. Oh, respond with Odin. Not sure what the confusion still means. Yes, hit him with the AP minus 30. Luckily, it's mostly hitting my legs. We still should win this. This still shouldn't be much of a problem, as long as I mitigate certain things. I'm more worried about the rockets being shot at us than machine guns. Yeah, see, I don't have a shield for this. Okay. Oh, shit, he got powered down. See, that's inconvenient. Oh, that's why he destroyed the tree. Oh, then I actually have to destroy the tree then. Wait. Oh, no, there's a bad guy right here. Hold on, wait. I need to be smart about this. Shit. Ryogo's down. See, I kind of need Ryogo to be my wingman to blow them down faster. Even with upgraded pilots, because the mechs aren't upgraded. There's no way to get any higher mechs than what we have. Yeah, we're gonna have to. She's gonna have to be our anti-air for this battle. And I've got to help Ryogo. Oh, did I just punch him? I did. I meant to do what's called, but you know what? That'll take his shield off. Ow, but I'm powered down. We might have to restart this. I forget that the mechs are squishy in this, in the beginning. Come on. Come on. This is also why it's harder, because they start you at a harder... Yeah, okay. At a harder, threshold. Come on, Ryogo, I need you to get up, bro. Oh, shit. He's just getting picked on. I need you to get up, bro. You're about to lose your machine gun, bro. I think we might have to start this over. I think we got just a little bit RNG'd out of that. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna reload. Because sometimes this game will every now and then do this to you in the beginning. I do remember that. And see, I've upgraded my pilots way higher than these guys, but because there's no shop in Emma's campaign, so after we get out of danger, I have to fight with what I got. So let's reload and try that a little bit different. We're going to let them come to us. Because since we're on the harder campaign, I have to be a little bit smarter than that. A little bit smarter. Let me make sure I still have... How do I look at my money? Is there the only way to look at my money is to go on the network? Come on. I need to make sure I loaded the right one. Wait, where do I see my money again? Can I not see that because there's no shop? Okay, we're just gonna go then. It doesn't matter because I know there. Oh wait, I know how to check. Hold on. Yeah, we're good. Alright. Also, I really hate that he didn't trigger that skill I was trying to do on that unit. I'm gonna skip this. We've already seen that. No notifications, YouTube. Welcome, Farzir. Welcome. I've been doing lots of training, although until we get the next level of mech and we can actually start getting past this little hump, we're gonna be kind of fighting back a little bit. Actually, maybe I should make them come to me. Problem is, They're gonna pick on us with those rockets. I'm trying to think what my best bet first is right now. I'm trying to remember what my strat used to be for this. Since I have to mitigate my damage as much as possible. So I'm thinking I need to take the first couple of rockets probably to the face. Because we need to answer the police bots first. At least with our main assaults. And let Farseer's character pick on the helicopters for now. Let me see if after I do this attack, because he won't be able to hit us from here. That's why I'm doing it right here instead. We're not going to go for melee quite yet. I'll show what I've done for melee. Also, that purple is so... Oh, that works. I'll take that. That purple is so dark that it's almost black, which it's appropriate with what we're going to discuss of what might have happened. We don't want to attack that dude. We're going to go over here so he can kind of... Can I attack his Wanzer without him not in it? I can. I just have to manually select it. I mean, I could keep it if the pilot, you know, vanished, but... Do I want one of these? Hold on, do we want one of these? Well, I probably should have asked that before I had Ryugo do his, what's it called? But, I could try to hit him with a rocket. That will kill him if they hit him. And see, carried away. And like, well, I mean, you know, what do you think, Farseer? Oh, not question. Who wins this fight? GDI, Tiberium Wars 3, Kane's Wrath? Or Allies Red Alert 3 Rising? Ooh. Ooh. I think GDI still, but I mean, the Allies are going to give them a run for their money, that's for darn sure. It's not like it's going to be a sweep under the rug. What do we think? Do we want this mech? It's only one way to get it. But I have to take a chance and waste a rocket on possibly not hurting a chopper. Because I forgot to shoot with Ryuji. If we were going to do that. It's like, otherwise... Because that's the only reason why I'm going to do that. Because otherwise I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to blow it up. I'm just going to let him run around like a pilot. Although I think it forces you to... Does it force us to have to kill him if I do that, though? I might have to let him get back in the mech. Although, realistically, you could argue, like, they're still technically dying. I mean, the mech blows up. Smoke that dude! Of course we want that mech. Okay, well... this is going to be very... think about what I'm about to do, too, in your back of your mind as we do this. Because now it's too late. There's already 2 votes. This rocket is the size of something probably launched from a ship. Luckily for his sake, it missed. One could argue that would be bloody impossible because it would just, no matter how close it was, he's a goner. But hey, you know, logic, right? But they had to make it fair. They didn't want you just instant annihilating pilots, which fair is fair. I am gonna have me focus on the mechs. I'm definitely better at fighting the actual Wanzers and what's his name, or Ryogo's probably better at fighting the what's it called? Oh, ouch. Okay, well, I might lose my fist, but that's not my shotgun, so that's not the end of the world, to be fair. Alright, they're now spreading the love. Now at least I can shoot back with something that's going to hit this thing really hard. Because submachine guns are considered AA. Now, somehow Ryogo missed 90% of his shots there, but then, you know, XCOM sometimes. Still happens. At least in the early game. I've trained these pilots to be U-types as well. In this game, the AP doesn't count for as much. The pilot, that's a whole chopper down in one go. That just helped so much change the situation. I need to shoot at this. See, that's only 28% now. Is there a way to
So maybe I want him to help me then. Okay. Is there a wall there? There is, but he can probably shoot from there. Focus the one with the rifle in the back. Oh crap, he put up his shield. Okay. Alright, that's inconvenient. Well, you know what then? YOLO, chat. YOLO. I wonder if I die if I lose though. I don't think so. So I need to take a chance, because we don't... It's not like we need the money and the XP. We definitely don't need the XP. Because let me show something real quick. He has max 14 AP. You see what my max AP is now. So, pilots are fine. So you know what? Why am I worried? We're gonna embrace what I think he stole, what he found in a scrapyard. So, Farseer didn't get to hear this during the simulator mission. Farseer, you know how you stole liquid? Well, technically, JJ, or you stole liquid in this one and Solidus in 2. Well, I think my character found a certain CPU, not the whole Wanzer, but a certain CPU in a scrapyard. And you're about to see what CPU I speak of. If it triggers overly, I do have 19. He has how much? Well, I gotta switch weapons. So that one has 13. This one has 3. We should hit it this one. And hopefully, because I know it still affects that. There it is! Goodbye, sir! That whole arm is gone! And it's not over! Boom! So whose CPU do you think he found in a scrapyard? And it's very appropriate that that dark purple is so dark it's almost black. And it's like, he ripped his arm off and it immediately, like, basically crippled him. And just, boom! He has returned! But now he's under a new name. Jin is now running off Venom CPU. Because you see this build I have. Look at this. Minus 30% AP cost twice. Stun punch, tackle. This came from the shotgun. This came from the fist. And when we get bigger computers, we can keep stacking these. Which gives even more chance of it constantly happening the more there are. Plus, obviously, AP and all that. And the advantage you have going against a target if their AP is lower, like previously. But, yeah. And that's now fully stunned. Well, I mean, he's gonna melee me, but he could take the arm, though. See, in this case, this is where it's scary. It's like we took Venom and combined him with the Punisher version of himself. Because in this situation, when we're getting meleeed, we answer with a point-blank shotgun. Now, once I get skills to help the shotgun do more damage, we'll also do that. And he is now fainted. The pilot has fainted. See, this is what I should have done. Because now I've realized he's my Wanzer fighter. You see how much easier this was? All we need to do is make sure Farseer don't die. Now, the choppers are going to hurt me. This is why I need her to shoot those down. They have a cannon that can actually do damage to me. Which is what's kind of hurting me right now. But we should survive this go around. Okay, ouch. It's going to be a close one. But if we can kill these choppers fast enough, then we should be good. So, okay, I have a plan here. So first, although I think I'm going to die because I had to sacrifice myself to knock the other two out. So, okay, so let me see. What is the chances of hitting choppers in... Oh, wait, hold on. I have to... 3%. Yeah, see, it's so terrible. Okay, so it must be not submachine guns. It must be the machine guns that can be AA. Or maybe it's the rifles are AA because they're more accurate now, I don't know. But we need to shoot this chopper instead. It's only 33%, but we have to take our chances. That's good. That really hurts it. Yeah, they do so much damage, man. Okay. So, that's my only worry. So, let's go with this one first. Hopefully they don't have that many rockets, but... Okay, that one's down. See, I'm thinking even I need to go after this chopper now. 0% accuracy, though. Ooh. Oh, wait, duh. I have the wrong gun. But... 33. What about one back? It's worse, so it has to be point blank to even get a chance at it at all. Ah, but he's gonna retaliate, though. Ooh, see, I'm definitely probably gonna die. 100%. So then I shouldn't do that. I should just shoot one of the mechs then. I should just keep continuing to do damage here. We're gonna shoot this guy with a shotgun because he's got more health than the other one does. There we go. Because the more we blow off, see, he doesn't have a shield now either. So now Ryogo don't have to worry about them blocking any of his attacks if they get up. This chopper is 100% about to kill me, though. Goodbye! I told you! I called it. I could sense it. I was like, it's not going to shoot my legs at all. It's just going to shoot my face. But it's fine. Losing one doesn't matter. Unless we're trying to get a platinum still. Do I care about that? I mean, there is a trophy for that, but I don't know if I care about that on stream. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see if we can do it. See what we get. I might come back and improve it later. Who knows? I don't know if I'm going to be that obsessive with it. Dude's almost down, so he's wounded now. And you need to get rid of this pain in the butt. There we go. Still stunned so far. Beautiful. That means she's actually going to get to help him. Fire at that one. Oh, wow. That one's out of the battle completely, technically, because it's got no arms. I'm actually going to leave that, because that means we might still get that mech now. I don't know if we'll get the arms because we blew them off, but we'll get the chest piece and the legs, which, to be fair, might be all we need. It is a gnarly looking chest piece, so it could be pretty good. I'll focus on this one. And there's the rate of fire up. Happened at the last second a little bit. I wish you would have done that during the choppers. But it just didn't roll that way. Thing is, I want to hit him without killing him, though, is the problem. Ooh, but if the problem is, okay, if I shoot him, I'm going to guarantee he's going to surrender. But the issue with this is I could accidentally shoot him too many times if Ryogo decides, I'm ready to wreck, and pulls all three of his rate of fire ups out, he's going to rip this dude apart. So, I'm just going to sit here. We'll get a little closer. Maybe if we get next to him, he's more likely to surrender. Like if we surround him, like basically putting a Wanzer next to him, but not shooting him. Like let's just kind of surround him. He's got people on both sides now. Come on, surrender. Come on, I don't want to take. It's just gonna ruin my rating. You know what? I don't care about the rating anymore. Just give me the mech. Surrender. You. What are you really gonna do? You have no guns. Literally surrender. Thank you. Don't care about trophies. Blasphemy, I say. I will come back and do. Oh, yeah. See, now you know why I don't like to let people die. Because really, what happens is oh, Oh, actually, wait, hold on. 15% off. Ooh. Ooh. Oops. Okay, we might have been, we might have not been able to get more than a gold. Because I think that per negative is because I'm too strong, technically. Plus the damage. All of it together is a silver, but I don't know if it would have been a platinum either with a negative 15. Because that negative 15 is going to be consistent. If especially if I keep doing what I was doing in the background and reactor wanting my pilots. But we get to keep this Kyoke MK118, MK108, so it's well more worth it than the trophy is. We got us another new mech. Seems like they're dead set on stopping us no matter what. What do we do now? The truck's toast. Guess we'll just have to find ourselves another one. Let's keep pushing forward with the Wanzers until then. These highways must not be used that much. Could you imagine being on the highway and having to drive between the legs of Wanzers who are trying to walk down a highway? Like, I'll keep that save. That save is the older one. So I would still have to do some training in this one, but this save is the older one. So if I ever want to try to get a platinum and do more platinum stories, I'll probably do it for the second campaign if we don't stream that one. Because I have a feeling we might do both, because I do kind of want to show off both sides of this story. Because the Emma one is the one that we went with, because Tam King took us to the bar. But technically there's another one, that if we didn't go to the bar and went back to the company, something else would have happened instead. And someone new would have joined the squad that wasn't Emma. Also, Tam King picked the hardest campaign. So if you, even with my pilots being as good as they are, if that looked like that was a little harder than it should have been, that's because it was. That's because we're on the uphill campaign. The one where you're catching up to a certain level of strength. Which is kind of why I wanted to steal that mech, because I want to see if that thing is higher than ours. Because if it is, I'm putting it on my guy. Especially if it's tankier. As I am now fully embracing Punisher level Venom. It's Venom with strong enough strength to still break your bones. But now he's got a shotgun. He's basically turned into Doomslayer. But in this case, Slayer wasn't in, we didn't even really get to train Slayer that much in front mission 1, so realistically my character's closer to Slayer and Venom combined now. Which that's kind of what Jen is, so thumbs up. Alright. Or toes in my case. But let's go. Wait, we can do the setup in the network here? Interesting. Oh, actually, if we can do the setup here, let me just take a quick gander at that mech then. What does the body of this mech look like? The Kyoki 108. It's actually not that good, it looks like. So this one's on par with us, at least health-wise. It's got less weight, because it's probably for mobile, because it's a police unit. It's for more mobile attacking. Let's see if the arms are any better or not, though. And, okay, alright, wait. For accuracy, yes. But I'd have a lot less HP in my arms if I did that. It's only 2%. I don't know if that's really worth it. I mean, we're at 5. 7 would be a little bit nastier. 7% extra onto the gun's accuracy. That would make the shotgun and the punch hit more critical parts. I don't know if we want to suffer that. Oh yeah, and it's hurting my melee. I don't want to do that. I just realized that's actually bringing my melee down. We don't want that. Never mind. What about legs? Legs? Okay, the legs are better for if I want. Ooh. Yeah, okay, that. I don't care if it's less HP. The legs can get blown off, although it's less movement. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I don't care if it's less movement. That increase in melee is sickening. Especially with what he's now is. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. My legs might get blown off a little more averagely if they get actually shot at. You know what's funny? My legs didn't even get hit in that last round. That's why I died. Not a single one of those choppers rounds hit me in the leg, not once. Most of it was arms and body. It was terrible. But yeah, I'm fine with that. That one's even less for more weight, but nah, this is the better one. This is the upgraded version of this, basically, I bet. Okay. Oh, we also look really badass with that on, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that's gonna be good for anyone else either, and the legs seem to be the only thing we got out of that. But it was still worth it, because that just made my melee stupid. Especially this early. So let's move on. Let's keep moving. Oh, yeah, we got... Oh, right, because it's going to be more... Oh, also, this is how the missions kind of work in this one. Where you'll have, like, segments in the game where you're going down portions of the map, and then battles happen in these portions along with cutscenes. Hold! The toll booth is up ahead. Just a little more until we hit the city. Whoa, what the heck is that? I think we have a bug happening at the top right. Looks like someone spawned where they're not supposed to be. Yeah, see, it was rendering in what was about to happen. We just could see it in the angle for some reason. Oh, what? Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh, Rocket Boys. Oh, here he is. Kuroi. I finally found you, little rats. Now that you know the truth about the explosion, you're not getting away. You have the body I'm looking for, bro. Let me, take that from you real quick. If you can't capture them, kill them all. Contain them. Acknowledged. Pursuers. Damn it, they've cut us off. That model. It's JDF Special Forces. Uh-oh. We're fighting again already? What's up with that, huh? They're coming from behind. Damn it, we're surrounded. We don't have any other options. Let's take them out. Come on, Ryogo. Alrighty. I'm gonna make a quick save so we don't have to keep loading all the way back to Foreverland. I'm gonna make my, what number is it? 8? I'm gonna make my, battle saves number 8. This is just to make it a little easier to load back in so we don't have to keep going through every menu. If I screw up. Because we're going to be playing pretty hard to the vest even with our pilots being good. We're not as outnumbered. It's a 4v3, yeah. So if I have... Should I go backwards or should I go... Oh, freak me out. Oh, hold on 1 second. Muted. I'm an idiot. I forgot to unmute. Talking to myself, chat. We're winning, though. What I meant to say is, we're going to the right, fight the melee guy first. Then we're gonna let Farseer handle the rockets for now. Ooh, wow, yeah, my legs died real fast, but that's okay. We're only gonna need them for fighting this guy and then coming back in this direction. 53, ooh, he has more accuracy. He has an assault rifle. That ain't no submachine gun. Yeah, do I retaliate? Yeah, Or do I wait till he goes after me? What about right here? Is that better accuracy or worse? Ooh, that's worse. It's because he's also got high ground. He's up the hill, we're down the hill. We're gonna do that. That's the closest chance. That's pretty good. He got some pretty good hits. He also shot that tree. Yeah, he's got the gun I need to give Ryogo next. I wish you could get weapons from them when you take them out too. I don't think you can, as far as I know. Because, man, that would be nice. She's gonna have to fall back, though, if she gets hit again. Ooh, okay, took out his, rocket. I'm actually... Ooh, but how do I want to handle this? I don't want her to only get shot at, though. Because they could double tap her. I didn't think about that. I should have fell back a little bit. Do I put myself over there? I have more chest HP. Rockets do tend to hit the chest pretty accurately if they're good with them. I like how my legs are almost dead, but do I help with this or let Ryugo handle this? Ryugo lost a lot of his body HP though. See, if I lose my legs, I'm not going to catch these rocket guys. Tomato, tomato. Chances, choices, choices. 66. Ooh, 100. Ooh, yeah, he has a huge advantage on that hill. More so than... Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go over here with her. I'm gonna let Ryogo handle that because he has better accuracy with the situation. You have to shoot at him again. Okay, that's fine. That's her right arm, not her left. The left is where the rocket is. Right can take it. Yep. Firing again. Because I need to rush the other rocket dude right now. Yep, right now. Immediately right now. So yeah, Ryogo's kind of got to fight this fight on his own. Although maybe we could have rushed the rocket guys first. Maybe that would have been better. Also, man, that machine gun is way too accurate. The AI is getting way too lucky through tonight. Like, way too lucky. That's gonna put the tree in the way, isn't it? Yeah, for both of us, to be fair. Growing up point blank, though. Ugh. What about right here? Is that any better? I need to get behind him. Is the problem. He's always gonna have an advantage. Maybe I want him to come to me then. Let's fall back. I think we need to kind of stick together. I'm a little worried about Farseer though. Okay, can't go that far back. Moving one's not gonna make no difference though. Oh well, it puts her behind me. Maybe I'll get lucky, but let's see. Can she shoot? But she can't shoot the commander. So here's what we gotta do. Okay, so since Farseer might die this time instead of me, although I'm kind of worse for wear as well a little bit. We actually are, all three are. That was good, beautiful. That's what I needed her to do. That's perfect. Kuroi's down. So that's one less rocket to even fire. Oh, they're firing it. Oh, I hope that does not hit your chest. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, that Okay, that's more even though he might die right here. Oh, lost legs, but that's okay. We're still alive. Ah, yeah, bruh, we're missing too many of these shots. We're missing way too many of these shots. Oh, frackety doo da day. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's see if I don't rush this rocket. Farseer is gonna get boned. So I need Farseer to run away from Ryogo. Ryogo might go down. Okay. We can't afford not to do what I'm about to do. Okay. So ooh, he's gonna die if I shoot this. But he won't get to shoot first if I don't, so is it already? Hold on. Farseer's already got her turn ready to go. As much as I'd like to shoot at that guy, I ain't got any to shoot at this guy. That way, if I have to kill this dude, I can. She almost blew off his shield. That's something. Ryogo's definitely gonna get messed up. I just hope got out of range of the rocket. But let's let Ryogo. I was hoping he was gonna do rate of. Oh no. Oh wait. But it's one. That's actually good for me because that sets me up to get rid of his shield if he tries to block with it. Oh, they're shooting at Ryogo. Well, that's actually good for Farseer, to be fair. Ryogo's definitely going down then. Oh, he lost his machine gun. Oh, bro. Oh, bro. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, that's death. We're definitely getting a silver. I think I know what the strat for this is, though. I think you definitely want to rush the, You 100% want to rush the, what do you call it? The rockets first next time. But that's alright. We want to keep him out of melee for now, because he can punch back. And it may not do as much as mine, but I am kind of low in certain places, so I need to be kind of filtering them down. I need to pull you completely back. But see, if you're in range, he's in range of you, though. And you get up here. Oh, man. Come on now. You need to get out of his range. See, they still are in each other's range. Frick it. Shoot that one. This might be a bad grade. I might reload this one and try this one again and speedrun it. Oh, wait. Force discharge. Force discharge. That delays the inevitable, at least. As long as she don't get killed right here. She did. Damn it. I'm just going to reload. So, I'm going to do a different strat. This is what I hate about the beginning of this one is it makes you run like 4 battles before you can truly upgrade properly. So, let's load the battle again. We're gonna do this differently. That was a good start, but it fell apart pretty quick because the RNG kind of screwed us there. So we're gonna rush this way. We're gonna take a couple of rocket hits, but it won't matter because we can spread it between us. Because we want to be able to rush these guys immediately. And she can go ahead and shoot now. Ooh, wait, is that the rocket side? I forget which arm their rockets are on. Oh, no, that's the left side. Well, that did confuse him. Oh, he's got zoom. Oh, that sucks. That's gonna hit the chest. I'm pretty sure that makes it more likely to hit the chest, if I remember correctly. Oh, or something more vital. Hit her legs. I'm actually okay about that. Oh, no, now I remember what it is. It focuses on a random part completely. Like, it's gonna guarantee it's gonna hit that part. But it could be any of the parts. So luckily, both of those hit our legs. Oh, I forgot about the truck. Shit. I should have. Ouch. Frack. Sometimes, chat. Sometimes, man. I'm just too distracted. Too much going on. Yeah, let's get rid of the truck, then we run away. Forgot about that. Ooh, ouchies. Oh, I'm confused. As I saw it, it came up. It's a confusion stat. There we go. So that guy won't get to her to be able to shoot her. So we're gonna do the same strat. We don't want her getting shot at if we can, as the first shot. We want her to fire the first rocket, and then we'll start heading that way. Yep. He's attacking trees. He's trying to, I guess, clear a path, I guess. So weird when you see them do that, though. Now we just gotta keep moving forward every turn. That was a good hit. And he fainted. Beautiful. So he won't get to shoot this turn. Firing at Ryogo. Ow. Still the legs, though. I'll take that. Oh, they can reach her? Alright, well, she took it pretty decently except for the left arm damage. That thing has some range. That's definitely an assault rifle. That's no submachine gun. Because Ryogo can't shoot that far. So, I was 4 blocks out. Pretty sure the submachine gun's 2 to 3, or 1 to 3. Something like that. Maybe it is 1 to 4 still. But I guess because she was in a straight line, he got in a straight line, he got the maximum reach. Which does suck, but hey. Fire! 69% chance to hit. Perfect number, apparently. I was gonna say that, but it turned out to be true. 43 is not as good, but we might shoot this 3 in the process. Oh, he almost died. The one bullet that hit him in the chest. Appreciate that, I'm not gonna lie. She is kind of in trouble, to be fair. But if I can kill these guys, I can just jump the other. I'm making small mistakes here and there because I'm talking too much. I'm too distracted and I'm too... My brain is in too high a gear. It's because we were supposed to be doing Arcanite's lore and all this today, and my brain was ready to dive deep into the well. And now it's in hyperdrive mode and can't shut up. Yeah, he's definitely gonna shoot her again. That's annoying. Okay, ow. Okay, I don't care if the right arm gets blown off. That's still pretty decent. I'm gonna have to retrieve Ryogo now at this point. Ryogo, you're coming back to help me. You should have the high ground now. Now you should have this advantage, right? Wait, what? That assault rifle's too good, man. Frick, man. Alright, well, I mean, still better choice than letting her get shot. At least he'll damage his arm and rip his shield off almost. Oh, he didn't repause it. That's strange. I'm gonna fire at the one that's not stunned. Nope, another times 2 XP, even though she already had it. But alright, I'm gonna get up in the... Oh, well, no, wait. I need to be able to be shot at, though. So I need to stay where I'm at. Because they might shoot at Farseer with that rocket. I'm just hoping it won't hit her. Alright, Kuroi is down. He ain't getting back up. Yeah, see, it shot at me. See, that's what I wanted to do. Just don't take out my... Well, actually, I have a weapon no matter what. Okay, chest shot. Okay. Well, I'm going to rush him on this next one, so... He's getting to shoot at Ryogo for the first time. Mostly legs. I'll take that. Oh, there it is. Yes, there you go, my man. Bring out the assault. I only did it once this time, though. Wait, hold on. Let's fire with Farseer first. Pilot damage. It means, I think the pilot cockpit is in the chest, so I think it always aims for the chest when it does that. See, that time it actually hit the pilot, which very much confused and stunned him. That's, oh, yes, it stunned him. You can't retaliate. Time to get wrecked. Ryogo, you just fighting the good fight, my bro. There it is again, yes. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Ah, don't get stunned. Confusion is fine. It just means you'll probably have less accuracy. I don't actually remember what that does. I'll have to look that up. Don't get stunned. Okay, that was, wow, he missed a lot that time. Alright. Let's let Farseer get some more XP. I'm actually going to have her help Ryogo now. Nice, that almost blew off his shield. And I'm going to punch this thing again. Tackle time. It's probably dead if this hits his chest. Yep, there it is. Now that was much better results. Yes. 3-star A rank with the fist. Which the rankings are weird in this game, by the way, chat. They count down and then go to another higher tier of color. And then count down again. So instead of going CBA, it goes ABC. Then it changes up to the higher tier of, like, they're silver right now, right? All of the skills are like silver level. But it's very strange. I'm not sure why it does it in reverse. That I don't understand, but hey, you know. Oh, he's shooting Farseer. You, yeah. Oh, he didn't even hit anything. He hit her in the legs mostly. So now we can shoot another rocket at him. Perfect. Yes, I was hoping she would get it because she needs the XP. The rockets take longer to upgrade anyways. There it is. Almost ranked up again. Stage clear. Now that one was much better. We might actually get... see, it might still be a silver. Yeah, see, it took us so many attacks though. I think that there's no way of getting around this without New Game Plus. There is a New Game Plus, by the way. That's also a way to kind of get the rest of the trophies as well, which is why I might wait till next time. I just don't want to waste potential either in, like, certain things as well. They just don't know when to give up, do they? Maybe they got a personal interest in you. I'm not into that sort of thing. This game was before its time. This game was before its time, man. It even made a reference to that, right? This game is before its time. Like, it should have been born in today's time. With all this, like... It's like, one would argue, like I said, it probably wouldn't be with all the stuff that goes on, but... Man, this is the type of game's honesty that you need today, which we are starting to see that again. There's a new medieval game that people are getting mad at, but they told them like it is. We aren't making our games for journalists and activists. We're making our games for gamers. Made my heart sink into warmth when I read that. I was like, now that is a developer. That's what you need. Oh man. You see, those Wanzers are firing Cold War M270 missiles. They are. I think they are as well. That's what they kind of look like. But if you think about the age of when this game actually was released in modern times in real life, I mean, one could argue, I mean, the Cold War was the last known war that was major at that time when this game came out. Like, there hadn't been, like, the Iraq War and all these other wars and these other things in Ukraine and everything else going on. None of that even existed. So it's like, one could argue maybe that's why they did that, because that was the inspiration they might have took from all the military stuff they probably found online to try to build, like, rocket models and stuff. Because that's what most developers will do if they have to make a realistic or something based on something that's kind of real. They'll look up the real version of something and then kind of model it after that. So I assume it was just because the era that this game was born in. But you are right, they definitely are. It's going to be a little difficult to keep on running with these Wanzers. My bro is... Bro, I forgot how crazy my dude is. Like, this is why I like I said, this is... now I remember why I named this one me. Because my little me, who was young, must have just... Plus, I didn't have a beard back then. So I looked more like this guy. Back then. When I was really young. But bruh just... Venom leaped off that bridge, so it's appropriate that his CPU is doing what it's doing. We'll hit Yokohama once we pass the toll booth, which I think is the final major fight. Finding another transport in Yokohama should be easy. I sure hope so. Hey, trust me on this one. I've got it all covered. That's like when James says something to me. I see. Since we're probably not gonna, if we do get the name Ryogo, I'm tempted to make Ryogo James. Because you see how I like Ryogo's is with this character. That's about the response I would have had to that. I was gonna name him his original name, but in honor of the fact that I don't sadly know that person anymore, I don't like to use like people from my past real names, even just first name, in a video, in anything, because I don't have a way of talking to them and asking them if it's okay. So, especially for streaming. But so I'm tempted to make that one James. Maybe he can become the melee machine gunner, and I become the shotgun melee, and we become the. Well, I guess that would make James. That means James would have stolen Carnage. Ironically, but James is in Cuckoo right now because we have Ryogo having Cuckoo. But you know what? That's appropriate that Seely named that, because Seely is one of James's followers. So, one of his underlings. But, so, you know what? Fair is fair. Kind of makes sense that we did it this way then. Me. It's not firing HIMARS or modern M271s. Use celebrity names. I suggest Jessica, Pamela, Brittany, and Scarlett. Those you could probably get away with, but it's still weird. It's like, I still think that, like, it'd be funny, like, if you're doing it for joking purposes, but man, that's still weird when, like, I never did that, and that's one thing I never did. For some reason, it's just me. I never even did that with, like, stars' names, right? Like Robert, or something like that. And it's like, I never even did that. So my brain's like, or Jim. Or Robin. What's another one? Or Adam. These are all ones that if I was going to use those are probably ones that would have ended up in there. Because those are the first names of a lot of the actors I love to watch and who grew up on. Especially Robin. That one. I would do that in honor of him, if I was going to do that. But it had to be a character that's good at making actual comedy and good at jokes. By the way, if you want to know the size of missiles fired from the catapult in Battletech, that is firing modern. Oh, I know they are. Yeah, like I said, BattleTech would. I mean, technically, I think even if it weren't for the UN, actually no, the UNSC tank might actually be able to body a Wanzer. Yes, no, never mind. Even UNSC would beat Wanzers because the front mission universe is very different. It's so grounded on reality, to a certain extent, anyways. When it comes to the way the mechs are, maybe not their size necessarily, but just their down to earth. They're not super fast. They can glide along the ground and shoot, and they can get up to some decent dodging mechanics, and mobility would be pretty decent. But here's the thing. That's not going to matter when you have a gunship the size of a state almost. Not literally, I'm just overblowing a little bit, but Farseer knows what gunship I'm talking about. That can just lay down hell along the battlefield. It's just not happening. So, sadly, Wanzers are pretty underclassed. Most things can beat them in most cases for sci-fi. Like you said, the rocket size alone right there proves it. That a catapult from BattleTech, aka Mech Warriors, is firing ICBMs. Whereas these things are firing old-style Cold War missiles, who are not even close. Like, we're not even in the same country levels of not even close. That's just like hella difference. A catapult alone would probably destroy majority of the forces in the front mission. But anyways, let's keep moving. Pay attention to the conditions of your Wanzer. No crud. Let me see something, see if they've gotten any more, what do you call it? Missions, some simulators. I just want to see if we're adding any yet. We're not going to actually do them. I just want to map. No, no more yet. We haven't got any new ones yet. Okay. That's how you know you're still kind of safe. Once you get a new one, you kind of want to stop and do the same thing I've already done. Because as you get better mechs, and you continue to do the same thing I've already done to our pilots, over and over again, each time you get a new simulator to try out, you're gonna 100% eventually be almost unkillable, except for like bosses and stuff. Because bosses in this are done very differently. The bosses in this are real bosses. And you will see what I mean when we get there. It's in the main series name, the Midas Guardian. It ain't gonna be fun. They feel like bosses in this game. I'll say it that way. Like, commanders are commanders. If they're in a regular Wanzer, they're actually not that bad usually. But the actual mobile armors and bosses, yeah, we ain't gonna just be, taking them down by just spamming them anymore. And just firing all the rockets at them and cheesing them like one or two. That ain't happening anymore. And see, by the way, if you want to know the side, oh, I already read that. It doesn't have to hit. Yeah, it doesn't even have to hit them. That's true. Just the sheer shockwave of the blast is gonna knock the pilots out. Oh, 100%. I mean, if they're getting knocked out from impacts in their own universe, as you see happening in the battle sometimes, if that's happening from their own universe, what in the world do you think that's gonna do to them? That might kill them, to be fair. The impact might be so insane, even if it doesn't blow up the mech fully, that it's gonna just like the impact's gonna just like basically concuss the cockpit so hard that it'd be almost equivalent to like what we talked about, the realism of Chief falling from space. Maybe not to that extreme. Well, actually, I don't know. It's an ICBM. I say that, but it's like that might actually destroy completely kill that pilot. Hell, knock him out might be understatement. But, and that's not even hitting the mech. Keep this in mind. That's not even hitting the mech. If it hits the mech, oh, they're 100% dead. Not only is the mech now suffering the full blast power of the ICBM, but it's also suffering the full impact now, too. That's a dunzo, bro. Oh, yeah, this is where it's going to be the hard one. This is the one we have to play very smart. There's a blockade ahead. But there... Oh. Well, they're not stupid, I'll give them that. What do we do, Emma? Take a detour and avoid fighting? Wait. Yes, here's a truck, she sees it. Look, we can take that truck and get to the city in one go. Stealing a civilian truck? I'm not sure how I feel about this. We're not really stealing it, more like borrowing it. It's an emergency, they'll understand. I agree with Ryogo on this one. The first time. We should be more worried about escaping with our lives. If you say so. Alright. We'll destroy the barricade and break through. Bad. My dude got confident real fast, by the way. Note we're running. Keep this in mind. We're supposed to be on the run. Right now, okay? And my dude is like, alright, we're just gonna smash through this barricade like it's nothing. Frick this mortar toll. It's like, bro, I don't know if you're being realistic right now, sir. We are gonna move up to be able to prepare for the first part of the battle. Can we already shoot? I'm not gonna worry about you. We can take him down with just 2 shots. Let's go ahead and start pecking one of the mechs with some rockets. Go ahead and start doing the damage. Because we know they're gonna push forward. So they're not even range. I'm not gonna push that either. I'm gonna stay right where I'm at. I'm gonna let Emma do the talking right now. I like how he's blowing it. Bruh, you're a great toll officer. You do great duties. I like how you're supposed to be out here stopping us, who are presumed to be terrorists, and you are out here blowing up more stuff than I am. And it's like a reverse scenario what's happening in real life. And it's like in real life, it's the people on the outside of the actual faction or government systems. In this one, it is the system itself that's blowing up the tolls, and I'm sitting here like, I'm just trying to get through, bro. I'm just trying to get through here, bro. I don't think that toll shot at you. Oh man, but this is like crazy, man. I know he's doing it because there's like, it's in his way for shooting. But one could argue he could have just went around. And see, it doesn't have to hit them. Just the sheer shot. Oh, I already read that. But yeah. Alright, we're going to be patient. We're just going to sit here. They're going to come to us on this one. We're letting Farseer just wreck anything that's coming this way, and then me and him finish it off. This is something that I missed about this, because this was very hard to do in the other front missions. We just blew his legs off. He cannot get close enough. I'm going to get to shoot at him again. Because he is not going to make it now, because he can only move one space at a time now. See, that's messed up. Now I think I should move in on that one. Oh, that one's got a rocket. Oh, crap. I didn't see a rocket leader. We need to rush him then. We'll freak the other one. Ow. Okay. I got force discharged. Ooh, that's actually pretty rough. I hope I don't get shot at. Okay, get back in your mech. Accuracy. Okay. Means we need to push forward now. I can't be sitting back here now. It's time to move. We initialized the first one. As long as we've wounded this first one, we've basically got most of this in the bag, even with return fire. Plus, I think that they don't have as good at guns as the ones that were chasing us. Except for the rocket guy. You need to pull up as well. I'm actually going to have you shoot that guy now, since he's the other rocket. We need to get him out of the fight fast. There we go, that was a good hit. Oh, that's, yeah, yeah, there you go. Good job, big dude. He's not gonna have enough AP to do it again, I don't think. Not from that range. If he was close range, he could have done it again. But, still shooting it. Oh, now we went to Emma. Beautiful, okay. That way we can spread the rockets around a little bit. It's the arm that can take it, too. Alright, now Ryogo might be a little in trouble, but I will help him in a second. 'Cause I'm gonna come up and help deal with the other one. But we need to focus that for now. Keep hitting him in the body. Come on, take him straight out. Ah, that was the legs. But I did stun him. That I'll take that. I did stun him. Do I go for a melee instead? Melee would do more raw damage, especially if he tackles or stun him. Yeah, we're gonna take that chance. Yes! Stun punch, yes! Boosh! He's down. Alright, they're out of the game for now. I love the Venom CPU situation happening on the side, with my back. Beautiful, already down. This one's gonna be way faster. Means the truck's the only one left. Oh, it's gonna shoot at me. That's alright, I'll rush it. I'll go deal with it first. Let's go deal with you, sir. Melee! Ow, that did hurt. I'm not gonna lie, that did hurt. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Alright, let's finish off the truck. Nice. He's gonna level up soon, I think. Alright, go up one. Hit that one first, because it's got the rocket. Boom! Beautiful, alright. Alright, time to punch him again. Actually, well, I'll go last. Let me let Rio go, and Farseer go first. Just for XP purposes. Boom! Nice, blew up some legs. He definitely can't dodge now. Boosh! Oh, forced discharge. Oh, that's messed up. Well, the JDF are actually the bad guys in this situation. They're not like that patrol dude. So you know what? I hate to do this. I don't like no. Well, wait, he's gonna surrender? Wait, but he might get back in. Wait, is he? I don't know. See, if I could take that mech, I can sell it. Because we're gonna sell all the ones we're not using. They have the other parts we've taken off of ours we're not using, basically. He gets one, but if he gets back in, he probably won't surrender, will he? Like he has a pistol, like he's got an basically tank pistol. It only does 17 damage. It's pretty terrible. There are actually pilots who do have guns that that do have anti-tank rockets and stuff that will be a problem in the future, but. Let's see what happens. I'll give him a chance. If we don't get it, we don't get it. I've got other mechs to sell. Oh, see, no, okay. So we're gonna let him surrender then. We're not gonna attack. We need him to surrender. This might take a couple tries, but it's worth the money we'll get from it. Surrender, there we go. Stage clear. Oh, we got gold this time. Beautiful. Yeah, see, that's the highest we're probably gonna get, just because I have such high weapon level. It's naturally a negative 15. That's pretty good. Take that Jinyo MK110 because that's 2 Jinyos I can sell now. 1 Kyoke, and 2 hybrid Kessels, because I took some of their parts off and put them on me. So, beautiful. Cool, let's get that truck. Huh? Guess the driver ran away. Perfect, let's go to Yokohama before they find us. But if we keep on running like this, they're gonna catch up eventually. You're right. We can try to lose them once we're in the city. If that's the case, I've got the perfect place in mind. I know a dude who runs a repair shop. Ah, yes. Yes, okay. Okay, that gives me a little bit of confidence I might have been right about something. I know a dude who runs a repair shop in Yokohama. We can patch up our Wanzers there. Then we can just hide from the JDF for a while until things cool down. Yeah, Emma, you must be tired from all that fighting. We need the rest. Don't mind me. We just need to hurry. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, we're off. The Mech Warrior choice, not squash them. No, I didn't want to do that because I'm trying not to do that until I have to. There is actually something against that you don't want to do it too many times. We're saving it for when we need to do it. When we know that that's the only way to secure what we're after. I was letting fate decide on that one. Because if he had gotten back in the mech, I was 100% going to destroy him. Which, once again, that still kills them. But at least we got the mech, because that's what I wanted. Which, we still got to go to the city before I can do anything else. So let's just save it. Because without that repair shop, we're not going to get no new parts right now. Or be able to sell anything. Alright. Let us keep moving. Let's get to that repair shop in the city. To Yokohama. And now we're actually in the city. I do like there's like tons of little miniature maps to represent it this time versus what it used to do. I'm pretty sure these are like based on like actual what these places look like from above in Japan. Well, the places who aren't on the floating city anyways. That doesn't exist. But it's always a mess here. Hello, anybody here? Johnny, Ryogo, man, what did you guys do? Huh? Something wrong? What do you mean, something wrong? You two are all over the news. Uh-oh. Hey, turn up the volume. The suspects in the recent Yokosuka base explosion are still at large. See, they're framing us for it. Johnny Takamura and Ryogo Kusama, a pair of Wanzer test pilots, are wanted for questioning. They are considered armed and dangerous. If you have any info, contact your local authorities. Dude, we're wanted criminals now? What about the JDF? Why aren't they the ones being blamed? Sounds like they're making you scapegoats. They're really going all in on this. So much for laying low. With this much heat, they definitely nail us sooner or later. I'm going to rejoin my group and leave Japan to continue my investigation. Why don't you come with me? Are you asking us to flee Japan? So here's remember what I said. Different campaign. And you have to come back later to get other characters. If we had not helped Emma, we would be in a much different scenario going to a different place right now. This is where the divergence part is going to get real hefty. Where we're going to see a very different thing happen here. Where what you would have seen happen here if we had been helping our sister. I think we're still wanted, but something else happens instead, and we end up fighting for, I think JDF, like part of the JDF faction, or is it UCS that we meet or something? I can't remember. It might be the UCS, and we end up kind of helping them, I think. But are you asking us to flee Japan? It's only a matter of time until you get caught if you stay here, but it's your choice. Wouldn't you rather reveal the truth about the accident and prove your innocence? Well, it'd be better than getting arrested. Arrested, bro, you're gonna get killed. See, I wouldn't have said arrested. It's better than getting a bullet in the face. Because you are, at this point, if you're considered the person who attacked a military base, I'm sorry, bro, that ain't arresting. You're gonna be lucky if they arrest you. So in real life, that's 100% how that's going down. Yeah, you won't attack a military base and be like, yeah, I'm just gonna get arrested. Yeah. Sure, bro. Sure, yeah. Welcome to flatten someone outside their mech. War crime to flatten someone outside their mech, but allow you to cook them alive inside with a flamethrower. Math ain't mathin'. Oh, I know. Trust me, I know. It is technically, if you think about it, would be technically quicker. And maybe more, it's not good no matter what you say. But, like, which one? Like, whatever one you talk about, they're neither are good. But I do think that if you had to argue what's more humane, getting stepped on is probably a lot faster than being burned inside of a metal tin can by a flamethrower. Just saying. But, although I don't think that there is actually a war crime for that in this game too much, it just affects some of your outcomes in the story. But actually in real life, or not in real life, in this game's, like, actual universe, I'm pretty sure they do shoot at each other outside those suits, even if it's a Wanzer shooting at a pilot on the ground. Because I guess you have to argue maybe they have an anti-Wanzer rocket or something. So there's like, yeah, pretty sure they definitely would, but I just want to try to not affect the story too hard yet. We can do it a little later, but right now, it's a little too risky. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's a little too risky to do it right now. But we will later. Trust me, there's going to be plenty of times where we're going to get to squash somebody. because there's going to be actual combatants that don't have Wanzers on the field at some point. That's why I'm kind of waiting until that happens a little bit. Because then at that point, I know I'm in the safety net. That, unless it's a certain mission, which I know which one it is, that it shouldn't affect it if I do that. But right now in the beginning, you want to try to play as soft as you can. You haven't given up on Elisa, have you? Of course not. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Well, or no, not well. We'll deal with the logistics later. Finish up here and let's get moving. Next stop, Hanmo Kufuto? I don't know how to say that one. It's probably, it has an airport. Hey, I believe you guys, whatever you are up to. I know you must have had a good reason. I'll give you a huge discount on everything. Ryogo, I'll teach you how to choose the best items. Remember to shop smart. Use your head, not just your wallet. Alright, here we go. We finally get to, even though I kind of know partially what this is now how to use the shop, because it just uses the setup menu now. They just didn't set, they completely combined it all together. That's a higher level Drake. Oh no, that Drake's actually worse. Shops and setups have same display. The list contains items that are sold at the shop. Product lists display the price of the selected item. The information is updated to reflect changes in the equipped items, just like in the setup. After purchasing a part, the equipped part can be sent to the stock or traded with the part currently equipped. Buy and equip the new parts and stocks the used part. Oh. Equip after sale, yeah. Equip after sale trades in the used part, then equips the new part. Oh, okay. So, buy and equip replaces the previous arm. It moves the previous arm to the storage. Or I could buy and put the arm I just bought, or chest piece or whatever, and put in it in the storage. Or, and this is really helpful, I forgot this did this, I can equip after sale, which means it's going to buy and equip it, but it's also going to sell the previous item. Now, normally I don't do that. Normally I remember I prefer to do buy and equip because sometimes these arms might work on one of your other mechs, or Wanzers rather, where they don't have anything for themselves to upgrade right now. Because it's going to be a little more finicky with the store in the beginning too. There's going to be a lot less items available to us. So we have to play a little bit more closer to the hip. So. Front mission manga showed why you don't want to be caught outside the suit by a Wanzer. I imagine it being terrible. I'm not. My brain, my brain's pretty imaginative. I can imagine it would be terrible, especially depending on what it did. If it stepped on you, it's gonna look terrible, but you're probably not gonna experience but maybe 0.2 seconds of it. If it fires its machine gun at you, you're probably still gonna go down. I mean, the bullets are the size of a car, probably. So, probably going to definitely ruin you. But you're gonna no matter what it does, it's gonna be absolute evisceration. It's gonna be just bad. But either way. Alright. Equip after sale sometimes allows the player to buy an item that costs more than the current amount of the available funds. Oh! Oh, that's right. No, that's what it also does. I forgot. So let's say you are random number. Let's say you're $70 short of buying some sort of item you're trying to get for your mech. The equip after sale will also take in consideration what the price of the previous weapon is, making whatever the weapon or whatever you're buying cheaper. Because you see at the bottom right it says refunds. Buy selected item, currently sell currently equipped item. Refunds 168. I'm just gonna say dollars. Or credits. Let's say credits. 168 credits. So that means if you were 168 short or less than that, you could just do this and it would take some of the price off of it. Buy in stock, buy as parts, and puts them in the stocks, obviously. Press L and R1 to switch lists. Stock lists, equip lists, and setup are all displayed. Follow the same steps in setup to equip a Wanzer or switch parts. Not all shops carry every part and item, and some shops only sell items. That's all for this section. Let's return to the first menu. Oh, another thing. I'll also give you a simple upgrade. It'll raise your Wanzer's HP. Let me show you how to set it up. Here we go. So here's another thing. You can upgrade parts in this game. I was waiting for this. This is where the real med-maxing begins. This is where you break. This is where you can break this game like a twig if you know what you're doing. And it's and you still eventually, I think, do have to buy newer bodies, but bodies last longer now. So let's say you have a setup that's really good. It'll last longer for more missions because you can upgrade it rather than buying a new one. So, if it lifts you up and tests how it attached to that's terrible. I mean, you technically could do that. The pilot of that Wanzer clearly was not a good lad. or lady. And so, how to upgrade. First, select equipped part or stock. Let's select upgrade equipped part. Upgrade Wanzer. Yeah, see. The HP upgrade can be applied to all body, arms, and leg parts. HP upgrade increases HP parts, or makes the parts of the HP, makes the HP of the parts higher and be able to sustain greater damage. Yep, see, it costs money. Currently, the body does not have any HP modifications. The cursor shows the present upgrade level. Higher upgrades levels are available. The list shows the cost of upgrading. Upgrading to level 1 raises HP, but nothing else. Upgrading level 2 raises HP even more, but also costs more. Press X to open the menu. Select upgrade to upgrade the selected level. Follow the same steps to upgrade stock parts that you own. The only difference is the stock list is displayed instead of the machine list. That's all for the selection. Let's return to the first menu. You guys probably have a long road ahead of you. Don't forget to resupply often. Even if there is no shop in town, you can always order parts through the network. Now we have our network. That's what I was waiting on too. Let's go in there real quick. We have our network shop as well now. Which, there it is. Yep. Beautiful. So, I'm going to go to his shop for now, see what he has first. But, this is how it got rid of the, it's not about being in a city. It's about how far you've made it in certain battles. Because after certain portions of certain battles, and basically milestones in the story you reach, you're going to eventually get more items added to the list as you reach certain portions of the story. They basically locked item progression and weapons and parts and all that to, like, okay, let's, instead of making them constantly have to buy stuff, let's make it based on when the story actually reaches a point where you should be upgrading, that's when you should upgrade. And then base the rest on upgrades in general, which is why you don't have to buy as many parts either. So, let's get out of that for now though, but that's nice, that's there. Oh wait, something else on the network apparently. Oh, do I have to go in there? Huh. Well, this is on the forum, but I don't think there was a new. Let me just look around. That's JD Force, we know that. MFA. Okinawa NTJ, no. Wait, OCC. Did we read that? Oh yeah, no, yeah. Ocean Development. Derp. Derp derp. And burp derp derp. JB, yeah, we've read all these. So must be it wants me to go in the shop, is what I'm assuming. Oops, I meant to go in the shop self. Keep turning the computer on and off. Imagine if you were watching me doing this in real life. Unless the simulator updated, hold on. No. Okay. It's 100%. Well, what about tutorials? No. It's 100% definitely the shop then. Or mail. Ah, I got mail. Oh! It's from... Oh no, we read that. Wait, didn't we already read this? Oh, that's the new one. It's from Kinkakuji. Topic Extremist. Welcome to the world of... What? Welcome to the world of illegal activities. I forgot this dude, about this character. Hold on, let me move my face for a second. There. Welcome to the world of illegal activities. I represent the Japanese Spenders website. Come check our website. It's Armored Ken, Other Japan, AGD. A JDF bomber like you is our friend. Okay. Oh, we got a... Is that a... Wait, was there always a black market in this game? Wait. Now there's something definitely new in the... in the forum. He'd be utter, I bet, right? Yeah, there it is. Armored Kin. What the? I don't remember this one for some reason. Armored Kin BBS. Enter number, what? Oh. Oh, okay. I don't remember this one. Oh. Form address received. It looks like there's a new network computing software for sale. Web address. Oh wow. Wait, is this a way to wait a minute? I don't remember this. I had a look. Looks great, but needs some work. Is that the same thing? Let's do that one more time. Yeah, same thing. Okay, so let's exit then. Okay, interesting. Oops. Alright then. Access. What in the world? See, this I don't know what this affects. I don't remember this for some reason, the life of me. Yeah, I refreshed and YouTube bot hit all of that. No, of course it did. What do you? I doubt it would probably be sadly okay with that. To be fair, especially depending on how detailed you tried to be. 3. Oh, okay. What are we buying? What are you buying? I'm saying yes. Who cares? New file obtained. I don't remember what these do. But you know, in this game, having documents is kind of one of those things that's actually an important thing. So that one was free. So we want 1 now. New tool unlocked. I do not remember this. For the life of me, I do not remember this. So, okay. So it gave me probably another address then? Hold on, I gotta look around. Maybe it's in the corporation, not government. Probably corporation. Wait, Netcomzy, there it is. Here we go, products. Image decoding program, kaleidoscope. Word processing program. Calculation program, image, okay. This is not what we were looking for. Graphics program, kaleidoscope. Introducing an astounding new graphics application. Let me move my face again now that we're off of that other screen. Introducing an astounding new graphics application, kaleidoscope. Features basic image creation functions. It's basically Photoshop. As well as enlargement and simple photo analysis, Photoshop. This is the only graphics software you'll ever need. Download the graphics program, Kaleidoscope, now for only $200. I do not remember what any of this does, but we're going to do it. These also might be the new things they've added. They did add a few new things to this game. Word processing program. Spell check. It's a spell check. Spell check software perfection. Mistakes are an important document or a contract. We'll make them. But you no longer have an excuse. Introducing your latest business ally. Perfection. It catches every single mistake before you print. Let Perfection correct your documents. Perfection is set for release in spring. Alright. Calculation program. Spreadsheet program. Trade Pro Network Computing's Trade Pro is no ordinary spreadsheet program. These are literal advertisements. I do I do, once again, they did a good job of making this feel like a real life website that you have to visit for information, as if we're just a normal guy in this universe who's also a Wanzer pilot and the son of a military man of the JDF. Even your computer illiterate dad will be an accounting wizard with our voice recognition file maker system. It's perfect for large corporations with high trade volume. 2. Trade Pro is set to launch in June 2113. Alright, I don't know what any of that did. Server. Network computing system NC. Oh, I don't have the code for that. I don't know what it is. Alrighty then. So I'm not, I guess that was to tell me how to get that little graphics software. Now, I don't know what that did. It said I unlocked a new tool, but there's some things in here I'm not quite sure what it even does yet. Is it this? Oh! What does this do? Code Security 21 is an encryption software utilizing the chaos theory for creation of high-level encryption. Do what? Kaleidoscope features basic image creating functions as well as enlargement and simple photo analysis. Why do I feel like this is what we need? That one? Oh, I know. It wants me to code. Well, okay. What am I doing? I don't remember any of this. This is new to me, chat. NCS document. Graphic file list. Okay, how do I read it? Is it... Okay. Oh, Oh, I don't have either of whatever to open that. What in the world is this? I do not remember this. Nothing happens when I hit X on it. Did it add something like... Yeah, because I can't hit it. What did that add and where? Maybe it's configuration. Maybe it's a background. Oh, graphic. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Is that the graphic? Did we just unlock a new graphic? Is that what that was? Can I look like I'm a... Oh, we also... Wait, it's... Wait. Why is it called that? This game is too old. They should not know what that is. Okay. But that's not what I got, though. Whoops. Weird, so I'm not sure what we unlocked. Because we got that hair-looking thing earlier. That Uma-looking thing, it apparently calls itself. We got that earlier, so I'm not sure what that did yet. Maybe I can't read it because I don't have... Maybe I don't have the tool to read it. Maybe I need another tool to finish it. Maybe we have to come back to that. That's the only thing I can assume, and we don't have a tool for that either. I don't remember this system. This might be new. I don't remember having to learn how to become a hacker. And so I'm like, what? Huh. Okay. Let's make a save after all that. Because holy crud, we just did a lot. Yokohama. Alright, I can replace this one now. As well. I like to make 2 eventually. I run with 1 just to make it easier to go back if something really bad happens. But once we get to a certain point, I set it to another milestone. Okay. Alright. So we'll talk to them in a minute. We need to see what we can buy. Oh, how do I sell? Aha! Ah! Alright, sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. We can build a new Wanzer with all that. How much does that give me? We want to buy now. Start with me. Start with the body. Oh yeah, we have almost 10,000 now. Wait, product list. Oh, they don't have anything. Ooh, so we need to go to the online one then. Let me check if they have any weapons or anything else before I get out of here. Because these are equipped on other people, yeah. Yes, product list is what we want. I don't think they have anything. Oh, okay, no, hold on. Whoa! They have the backpack already. So, yeah, for this one, I'm not going to equip it right now because I need to buy 3 of them and equip it to everybody anyways, and I don't have to go to their screen just for that. So we're going to buy in stock, buy in stock, buy in stock, and one more, just in case we run into another pilot. I'm pre-preparing for a 4th pilot, because I know we're going to be getting our 4th very soon. So that's good. So they might have weapons then, possibly. Another Odin. We're not removing our Bone Buster, but they do have a shield now. But, I mean, all these weapons are what we already have. Let me compare it to the right-hand Odin. Yeah, these are exactly the same, so yeah. We already have all these weapons, so you can see what I mean about the stores are more sparse about what they're allowing you to have. Now, the online one might have a little bit more, which we're going to look at in a minute. But we don't need no weapons yet, although I will buy a shield. We'll buy it for the left hand. For now. We'll buy one for both, basically. Buy in stock. And then right hand. Oh, okay. Okay, so these work on both sides. That's beautiful. Some weapons don't do that in the old ones. Buy in stock. So wait, we have what's called, is there a new rocket? No. 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 Okay. So there's no new rocket. Oh yeah, items. Well, we don't really need them right now. We've yet to use our repair because I keep forgetting we have them. Uma, you have alerted the seal. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For some reason, that little rat thing's called an Uma. Don't ask. I don't know why. But actually, you know what I need? I need to come back in here and make sure of something. So we'll come back to that. Let's get out of that for a second. Wait, what can I do in here? So no change there. And that's his battle seal. So that just seems to be what he already has. And that's yet to be had yet. So. Okay. There's not really anything to buy anyone else. I already bought all of the, what do you call them? Already bought all of the backpacks, so let's put those on real quick. What is this? Oh, you can make a new machine that way. Huh. Cool, cool. Yeah, let's start putting backpacks on real quick. Yeah, see, that's the difference. So, is that how many items they can carry? So, I'll probably let Farseer keep that one. Because like I said, later there's going to be hybrids that do both, because this game added those in. But for right now, I'm still going to stick with my aggressiveness for my dude here. Because the more power we have, the more chances we can upgrade, like, bodies later. Now, for you, I don't think I'm going to do that, though. Yeah, because it has 4 items in it. Looks like it says it's capable of 4. Hold on. So that means that she does not have full items. Let me go ahead and change. Do I want Ryogo to have healing? See, now I'm kind of on the fence. Because this game's so much different and so much more versatile. I keep thinking I have to lock in on that, but I don't. So maybe Ryogo needs the power generator, and I should have items along with Emma. I should have repair items, Emma should have missiles. Yeah, I think I am gonna do that. You're gonna go full on boom boom. Oh, that makes melee better. Ooh, I didn't realize that. Oh, so maybe I can't do that then. How much did that actually make my melee better? 127. Okay. Well, I guess is that actually better? Let's see. And 123 versus 127. I mean, do I really care about that? See, a melee shotgun. If I could have him carrying his own repairs, that's gonna be trolly. I think I'm gonna let him keep items on him instead. We'll keep the other power packs for other people for now. That's not too big of a upgrade for me to warrant right now. I'm gonna give one to Ryogo. So right now Ryogo's the only one who's gonna get one because that does help him at least. Emma's gonna keep hers because she needs items. So let's go buy items. I'll start with me. So yeah, it works like the computer. I see. So we already had some, but I'm gonna go ahead and buy new ones. So that's 50% of max HP to a part. Although restoring all HP is probably better, and I'm rolling in the money a little bit right now. Since you are going to be our frontliner, although I can only put 2 in there if I do that. Because the red blocks take up the green blocks. Where's this one? I could have 4. We're gonna go this. There we go. That is full. Okay, now for Emma. Setup. I still wish I could rename my pilots. I don't understand why it don't let me do that anymore. I could have sworn you could have. Because I do remember changing Ryogo's name, but I don't know. They must have taken it out. So she already has... So missiles take up 2. So I'm gonna have to take this repair off you. We're gonna sell that. And then we're going to get you 2 reloads. And I'm gonna buy in stock. I don't want to buy too many. I'm not gonna do it. I know you can tick it up, but I only want like 1 more. There we go. Now this I will boop, 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 boop. Okay. And that's about, we do want a restore of some sort. Ooh, those are expensive. 4 of them for now. Alright, beautiful. Okay. Got rockets in the backpack now. Alright. So we want to save most of our money for upgrades, depending on what's on the online site. Let's go to the network. Yeah, go back to, shop. Items and weapons first. Let's see if they're any different. No, not right now. So this shows you we're still way too far ahead of the game for me to do that. So that means my best bet is make sure there's no weapons in here. They do have the MK6 shield on here, but that's all. They actually have less on here. Okay. At least for right now. Then in that case, All we care about is upgrades then. So I need to preserve my... Shotgun's still the primary, so I need to preserve my right arm. Or accuracy it. No, I'm going to do accuracy instead. Oh, there's not any yet. Alright, well then HP then, so that way it lasts. Boom. No defense upgrade, okay. This is where the money will slightly kind of go now. Oh, you know what? I should have checked if they had any better legs. Probably not yet, though, I imagine. Ooh! Ooh! Ah, but none of them are available yet. I see. The game's like, nah, you ain't getting that yet. I know you too much. See, if it had let me, man, all of this would have been upgraded on all of these. They'd be so scary already. But we got a level 1 upgrade on each of the parts for HP, so they're slightly bigger. We're going to do this for everybody, basically. Checking. Okay. Alright, done. Now I need to talk to everybody. What's up with you? What's up? If you're all done, let's get out of here. You'll prove that you're innocent. Be patient. Shouldn't you at least try talking to the police? You can't. Maybe when the time comes, right? Okay, then take this with you. What's this? It has the police web address. Maybe it'll help. Thanks. Don't do anything stupid. They're all, that's all I'm saying. Be careful, okay? Okay. That's gotta be government, right? JPO, there it is. Oh, right, because there's a police officer you actually can get. Right, I remember the other I remember what the other playthrough is now. I remember the when you're helping your sister one now. Because there's a police literal... Oh, man, now I'm kind of sad we didn't do that one. There's a literal police girl in this game, and I forgot about that. Like, and I'm pretty sure that's her right there. But... Oh, I forgot about that, man. Maybe I should have went with with our campaign where we have to help our sister with what she's doing. Oh, because she's gonna get her on her team. I think, unless it's this one, but something tells me it's the other one. Because the other one doesn't put you at odds. You're not a criminal as much in the other one, or not considered one. The JDF doesn't see you that way because you didn't go into the base. You chose to stay outside. Actually, you don't get into the base until the next day when an attack or something happens on the dock near it, and you have to save your sister, who's in a construction Wanzer at the beginning. So, our mission. Greetings. We at the Japan Police Organization are devoted to keeping the peace night and day. We introduced the Wanzer Police Special this year to combat the rising wave of violent Wanzer crimes. That's a scary precedence. Think about how scary that is. I mean, BattleTech has this too, but that's always scares the bejeepers out of me, man. What do you mean you have rising violent Wanzer crimes? How are people just getting these things? At least in Battletech, if you can't afford a bloody mech, you're probably not gonna have one. And they ain't cheap. Let's see. Okay, I got a matchup that will be interesting. What's up? This new model is. I'll finish reading this while you're. Oh. GDI Kodiak versus. Ooh. Ooh. Mmm. Mmm. I don't. Mmm. I mean, UNSC bodies so many people, but I do know what the Kodiak is capable of. And it's not going to be far off from that, if not the same. That sounds pretty even. I'm not really sure who might win that, at least, especially in a 1v1. That's a really difficult, like, I'm not sure who's better in that case. Not in that, or at least in that specific aspect. Or vehicle type, can't speak. This new model is customized for police use, with bulletproof plating and special knee plates designed to protect the officers around Wanzer. Wait, and special knee plates. Oh, that's why the knee plates extend. He can lean down and create a shield and cover for ground forces. Oh, that's actually really cool, actually. That's actually a really smart design, like if you did that in real life for a police mech. Okay, that's pretty dope. Equipped with a 50mm gun, the Wanzer Police Special can also enter close combat with ease. Performance is up to 40% from the old model, and 20% reduction in turn radius means that the new Wanzer Police Special is geared for urban combat. The new Wanzers will be stationed in urban centers first, but look for them in, we got a new forum, look for them in every part of the country by the middle of next year. Preview the new model at the Iguchi Company website. Topics. The JDF has reported that the explosion at the Yokosuka base was caused by a fire at the fuel depot. An investigation into the cause of the fire is currently underway. See, that's also why I think we're not totally accurate. I actually do think the JPO would be a little concerned that they're blaming random civilians that they've never seen in their life when JDF already apparently reported to the police that the explosion was a fuel depot fire. And unless you can prove it was arson, it kind of says, why are you chasing two civilians like they're terrorists when the fire, when it was, or at least what you told us, when the explosion was natural, supposedly. That's how you know, man. It's common sense, man. But we know how, we in real life know what that's like when the one side knows what it's doing is being actually smart and fighting for what's right, and the other side's just selling lies. Oh, man. But I say, an investigation into the cause of the fire is underway. The police, see, and that's where they could maybe twist it round back on us if JDF is smart. I think they do that eventually, but I don't quote me on that. At least in the beginning before we prove our innocence towards a certain point. But, like, that would be where they would have to get us to somehow frame us for somehow setting up and starting a fire, and that caused the fuel tanks to blow and blah, 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 blah. Even though it's not a fuel tank at all. It was a experimental weapon being tested. But the police are interviewing eyewitnesses and making inquiries into the matter. Anyone with information should contact the police. Victims have been sent to the JDF Yokosuka Base Hospital, Yokosuka Central Hospital, Yokosuka Nagoshi Clinic, and Misaki General Hospital. All access to Yokosuka Base area is currently suspended. Gas and electrical services to the area has been stopped. Contact local utilities to see when service will resume. Thank you for your cooperation. Scheduled activities. Yeah, I think it's her. And maybe it is her we're going to get in this one. Maybe we're going to run into her on the road. I cannot remember which team she's on. Is she on the one with our character's sister, or is she on this one? The one that's going to meet Emma? I do not remember. But we literally have a police girl in this game that we could get, technically. Traffic Safety Week will be held again this year. Over-reliance on navigation systems has increased the number of accidents recently. This week's events: primary school marching band parade, traffic chief for a day with singing sensation. There she is. That's her. I remember her name. Megumi. I remember when I can see it. When I recognized it as soon as I read it. That's Megumi Suzaki. Traffic safety course. Because she's like a singer, but she's not been hot. She's like the old Japanese stereotype of a J-pop singer who's actually really talented and has a different job because she can't get into any of the J-pop singing like situations. So she's not being offered any deals or records and things like that by companies. So she's become a traffic chief for the police. Don't underestimate her, Dodas. Holy crud. From what I remember, she was the best tank on my team. And I trained her in either doing melee or doing cannon-based work. Like just shooting from afar and providing support fire for the team. She's a beast. So, but once again, I don't think she's this campaign, though. I think she's the other one. The winner of this year's Traffic Safety Week slogan contest is Mr. Yukimoto, I forget how to say that, Ajomi, from Yamagata Prefecture, with his slogan, "Waiting for your safe return." His slogan will be used with our official poster model, Officer Miho Shinjo of the Kanagawa Prefecture Yokosuka Police. Download. I will download. We have a new desktop. Wallpaper, chat. Alright, back to top. Citizens' Voices. JPO BBS1. Wait, isn't that the thing? Did I hack into the JPO? Remember, the BBS was the thing happening on that black market site. Oops. I understand that they have to look into that explosion, but things are getting out of hand. Anyway. Wait. Oh. That's a mistranslation. That probably should say, anyway, why shut down the highway? People can't get to work. Please do something. Yokohama Yamato Sagawa. Every vehicle in the Yokosuka area must be inspected to ensure a thorough search for the vehicles used in this incident. We apologize for the inconvenience. JPO Ombudsman. Ombudsman? What? I don't remember that name. Help! Shipments are dropping daily. We're not getting enough supplies. The prices are skyrocketing. How about letting a few supply trucks through, please? Yokosuka Wakako Ishida. We are stepping down vehicle inspections related to the incident of the Yokosuka area. This should lead to smoother flow of traffic. JP, I must be that. I wonder if Ombudsman is that dog. Because Japan really does love, and this is a real life thing, a ton of... One could argue we might end up on this just because of how efficient it is. There's a ton of like little government officials who are just AIs. They're literally just interactive bots. And I'm not talking about the bots that call you in America. I'm talking about a bot that understands what you're saying, responds more like a human, and also can get you to where you actually need to go. That's the big difference. That the bot is actually helpful. So I wonder if that's what he is. I wonder if that's what that is right there. Ombudsman. Alright. Back to top. Missing, wanted. We're probably going to be on this. Let's do the missing first. Wow. This is like a real missing list from a police website. There's so many on here already, and it's probably be more sadly if it was real, but realistic enough for a video game considering I have to read all these. Masami Yokohama. Height 153 centimeters. Violent when drunk. Still believed to be in the country. 500 credit reward for information leading to an arrest. That's not missing. That's wanted. Wait, didn't I click the missing one? Wait a minute. Hold on. What? Wait a minute. Hold up. Did I click the wrong missing? Bruh. That is not a missing. That is a want. That she should be in the wanted section. She's clearly wanted and has a criminal background, bruh. Bruh. Yoshihisha Ushihisha, height 173 centimeters, disappeared on a motorbike. Spotted at international expedition 600. These all want arrest though. I wonder if you can actually do this. I can't remember, there's a lot of nuances to the internet thing in this game. I wonder if you can actually find information about this guy and actually get paid. I don't remember if that's a thing or not. That I don't, the internet thing is a little harder to remember because this thing is massive. There's so much to this thing that you'll see. It's weird though because all these guys have records. Shouldn't they all just be on the wanted poster then? Shouldn't they be all the same? I guess maybe it's non-violent crimes, right? Maybe that's what these are supposed to be, but it's just triggered them as, they're labeled as missing. Suochi Fuusara, 180 centimeters, freelance writer, last seen at the Metro Publishing House. 600 credits for information. What did they do wrong? The first lady at least made sense. It said she was a violent drunk. So I assume she beat up somebody. But what is it? Why are you, I mean, I guess the name, maybe it's a joke. Freelance writer. Telling too many truths or lies. It's time limit. Anyway. And see, hey Farser, I got a free weapon. Crate for getting to level 45 authority. Where did it go? How do I open it, LOL? Give me a second. I don't know how to do that either. I would imagine it should be in your, the big inventory one. Unless it went into the stockpile. Your inventory's not full, is it? Is it, Tam King? Oh yeah, valuable stash. Thank you. That's what I was thinking about. It should be in the valuable stash in the inventory. No, okay, then you should be good anyways, but it should be in the valuable stash section. I forget how to get to it, but there should be a section where it's called valuables. It should be in there. Let's see, Takashi Kishi, 175 centimeters, physician. Likely to be hiding in Ocean City. Once again, okay, physician. He could have had a malpractice. That at least makes sense. You kind of have to assume what maybe the crime is, since these are supposed to be missing, and they're technically warranted for arrest. So, Akio Higuchi, 170 millimeters, writer, self-described fly. This is the Japanese Tam King. Wait, this one's actually missing. This one's not wanted for arrest. This must be just Japanese Tam King. Self-described fly fisherman. Last seen at the lodge, Shizuoku. Well, at least that one's an actual missing poster. The rest were wanted. They should not be in here. Kei Ikahara. See, this one isn't either. What? Why? Kei Ikahara, height 170 centimeters. Editor. Currently oversees the Port Moresby. Last seen in Leh. About crazy picture. Wait, you look like a picture I think we're actually gonna see, or something from Front Mission 2 that I remember. About Tanagashimi. Height 173 centimeters. Former Ocean City Development PR chief. Disappeared after a corruption scandal. Location unknown. Possibly in a... Like there's no reward for this guy, and it actually shows what he did wrong. Was this website designed by America? And also even further in a blue part of America? Because what? Alright, to the wanted ones now. These should be way worse, right? Kazumi K, they're worth the same price though. Look at that, still only 600 credits. Where one could argue this is probably the place where you would have the worst ones, right? Kazumi Kato. Height 179. Suspected of subversive activity. Okay, so doctorate in environmental engineering. So subversive activities. It's a Minnesotan. But it's only still worth 600 credits. That's really piss poor for the fact these are supposed to be worse. Ryuji Oshima. Suspected hijacker. See, now that is a real crime of crimes. That should be. And look, there's no price. What? This is written by JDF Blue. You see, someone took Tam King from his natural habitat. Quick find him and take him to a Bass Pro Shop. I got the White Knight Nova and put it on Levitain. Oh, okay. But yeah, disappeared after leaving Okinawa for Shanghai. So he's probably working for the DHZ. Thought to be hiding in South China Sea of oil fields. Well, we know if we ever wanted to get him out of there, you heard where he was hiding. We need to call the CIU. Send in the Eagle. I'm sorry. This game brings up so many like ways of just kind of slapping all the dumb stuff that happens and with all the stuff going on. It's great. And it's like it's literally like that. I heard the American theme song when it said oil field. Okay, that portrait is messed up, lady. I think you might have something wrong with your eye. Akiko Matsumoto, and even in real life, someone who has that disability, I know someone who has that. It's not quite the same. It's not exactly what you. Whoa. Well, that must have come off the house. That freaked me out, bro. That was freaky. A bunch of snow just blew off some of the top of the house into like a mist. It fully covered the window for a second. It was pure white. I couldn't see. It looked like it was. It looked like I was at the outpost from the thing for a second. I'm like, oh, someone get my flamethrower. There's no reward because he fled the country. Oh, I guess that's true. Maybe. I mean, it's bad enough. I mean, look at what America will do if you do something worse enough. So, I mean, we would do it. So it's like, oh man, that wind whipping that snow. Man, it's so crazy how covered everything is. I've never seen this much snow. I think the only ever time even came close to this was when I was a kid in Georgia. We ain't going anywhere for days. We're gonna get a lot of streaming done at least. Suspected of arson leading to fatality. Whoa! Okay, whoa! This lady is a menace. Suspected of arson leading to fatalities and of killing her own husband for infidelity. Witnessed last month training as a monk in Ayatua. Oh, man. It ain't Front Mission America. I mean, if it was 4, it would be. 4 actually takes a place around CIU, DHZ, and the motherland. You can imagine why. Like, that front mission was probably the closest thing to the true Big 3 rivalries in the real world. Daisato, height 178 centimeters. Suspected of forgery of electronic mail and illegal entry. Possibly hiding in Singapore. Okay, well, that's still too cheap. Bruh, some of the people you said that were just writers were worth more than this guy. He's only 300 credits and he's hacked people, committed illegal entry, fraud, and is hiding within arm's reach. I think we need to give this guy some glasses and some gray hair. But anyways, let's keep moving. Once again, this game should have been born today. There's so many things that are just ironically, and it's not like they planned it, as far as we know. And when it comes to like this game kind of hitting on the nose with certain things, like some of these things are just hilariously way too spot on, like way too spot on. Koji Yamada, 169, suspected of poisoning a reservoir, thought to be hiding in Guangzhou restaurant. In a restaurant, 400 credits, reward for information leading to an arrest. I love this game so much. Like I said, that is too real. That is way too real about how I love this game so much. Also, welcome, Stay Frosty. Welcome. 400, man, people get tickets worth more than they do. You're 100% right. And that's for poisoning a reservoir. At least you could argue the other guy is just fraud and hacking people. Sure, that's bad, and it is. You still can cause damage to people and hurt people doing that. But man, this guy poisoned a reservoir. This could have literally killed thousands. That's pretty high up there, and if that had happened in real life. I mean, it has, but... Tatsuya Ozaki, height 173 centimeters, well, at least where I live anyways, suspected of electronic forgery and related activities, disappeared from Manila. Damn. Hiding in Alardesh. Whoa. That bro went really far away to get away. Okay, I can see why they won't put a price on that one. Nobody going to Alardesh to get this man. Not for just electronic, what did he do? Electronic forgery, related activities, disappeared, yet no. No one's going to that nightmare of an island. Or not island, region, which is Front Mission 2. And to get somebody for electronic forgery. Not in the world. Never, not ever. Which we are going to finish Front Mission 2 as well on the channel as well. I just wanted to get 3 started. Alright, we've done everything here, I think. Yeah. So we're finished with the JPO information for now and unlock things. Wait, didn't it give me something else? Hold on. Let me double check something. Okinawa, MFA, JD Force, JPO, it's not in here. Netscom, OCC, Iguchi, there it is. Iguchi. Heavy Industries Division. Yeah, you can see, by the way, remember what I said, Farseer, about, because when this game was made, a lot of the imagery and inspiration probably did come from, like, Cold War imagery. They probably looked up for trying to make units and stuff, and inspiration, especially for 3. All of them kind of have that feeling, to be fair. Each one kind of represents what I think is a different form of a real-life war. And so, I haven't even checked out this new soundtrack I've been playing on Classic. Three was the last good one in the series. 4 was awful. I mean, I liked 4, but yeah, it definitely wasn't 3. It wasn't nowhere near 3, 2, and 1. But because they did kind of, there was some things that were a little lacking that happened in 4 that kind of disappointed me, but mechanically mostly. But the story was, I mean, I guess it depends. Each flavor of each version of the front mission has a much different comprised perspective of type of story. So I guess it would depend on which one you prefer, war type, what kind of war type story you prefer, and what it's based on. But I will say, like, it still wasn't as good as 3 overall, and 2 still beat it. 1 and 4, I think, for me, are kind of the same. 1 is good because it's better. It's better. It's the first of the series. It's the original. It's what made it. It's about the B and S device incident on Long River Island, where you have to destroy that giant B device that what's his name was inside of. We beat it on the channel, and I already forgot his name. Driscoll. We just beat 1 not too long ago too. We're working on 2, and now I'm started 3, but all of them were pretty good though. 3 overall. So okay, so it was on PS2 number 4. So though, I wonder if they're gonna remake 4 at all. That's also another question, since it didn't do well. I wonder if they're just gonna ignore that one. I would like to at least give it one more try as a remake, if they do actually re-release it for 4. But I still think it's not gonna be as awesome as this one's gonna be. This is gonna be the best one you're gonna see on the channel, chat. Like, we did 1, 2 is amazing, other than the fact that I forgot you need to be ready from the beginning because of how hard 2 is compared to 1 and 3. You can make money in 2 pretty easily, but it's more of just keeping your pilot's levels caught up properly. And you can't like multitask with your mechs as much with that one, because you have a primary skill and a secondary skill based on your mechanics, sight, vitality, and what was the top one? Shoot, I forgot the top one. But all the different talents that determine the skills. But see, the heavy industry divisions of Iguchi is responsible for development and production of vehicles, aircrafts, wanzers, and including military constructs. I think that's what it said. I kind of blazed through that sentence. This division is famous for several technological advancements, especially in the field of armaments. The latter half of the 21st century has seen the development and production of wanzers, with models such as the Kyoke and the Kyojin. Or the Kyojin. Popular in the OCU. Pharmaceutical division. The worst division. This new division of Iguchi was born from merging with Sakata Industries. Okay. Forgot about that. That's not alarming at all. Remember, chat, Sakata Industries is the one that helped Zaftra make the B and S device out of people. That's concerning that the Sakata Industries is involved in medicine. Now, one could argue Ryoji from the original team maybe could have went home and changed his company's legacy. That this might be Ryoji trying to help in the background from ages ago, or his bloodline, that he might have saved it. But one could also say maybe none of that happened and Sakata still is doing this and now has a way worse way of testing it. So, Sakata Industries Pharmaceutical Division in 2092 now boasts a worldwide sales network. Research includes, yep, there it is. Right there. Nope, nothing changed. There it is. Includes neural, brain, neural, and immune systems related medicines, as well as genetic recombinations and molecular design. Holy crap. They're trying to create new types. This isn't even Gundam. The Chemical Technology Institute of the Pharmaceutical Division develops propellants and explosives in cooperation with the Heavy Industries Division. Corporate topics. Next quarter sales forecast. Sales and profits are expected to decrease in the later half of this fiscal year due to deteriorating performance of the industrial robot companies in the UCS. Sales and profits are related divisions are also expected to drop due to stock buildup. My brain is slow tonight for some reason. However, the LC1 batteries, that must be what Farseer's making at the factory. The LC1 batteries and the new IDR drive recorder are selling well and will surely contribute to profits. Pharmaceuticals are making a steady increase in sales of new medicines such as Igufarin, it's a weird one, and Igufon. It's a weird choice to. Medicine names are, because it's at Gucci. I just realized because the company's name, wow. It's a terrible name. Igufarin and Igufon. Future dividends may decrease slightly, but we aim to regain the previous level of dividends by lowering the stock buildup and reducing costs and promoting sales. Products. Oh yeah, this is just, I also find this funny. Because it's Sakata Industries, remember, they also make Wanzers and guns and tanks. This is how I know you can't fully trust this, because the fact that they're doing neural researching and the whole thing that happened on the Huffman Islands and all that. Yeah, that's concerning. That is super concerning. Alright, let's save again. What time is it? Oh, it's 10:30. I want to do more, but we might have run out of time. Because we have to do a whole nother fight if I go any further. How we doing, chat? What we doing, like? How we doing in here? Do we want to try to do one more fight tonight, or do we save it for tomorrow? After, Arc Knights again. Because Arc Knights is going to be first again. Save your energy? Okay. Let's save it then. Let's do the double save for the next episode. That way I'm ready for the battle when it comes. Which will be once again tomorrow after Arc Knights. Okay. Yeah, we should be good. You can't go back to the main menu, at least not anymore. I wish I could, but I don't have a button to do this. Unless it's just a button. I'm just gonna keep pressing buttons for a second. I wanna gonna see if anything brings up anything weird that I'm just not knowing about. Yeah, it's weird that this. I'm pretty sure you used to be able to go back to the main menu, but maybe you never did, because it was a PS1 back then, wasn't it? So maybe that wasn't a thing that it even did, because you could just press the power button. Actually, I am gonna switch for a little bit. I want to see. Let me see. How does the soundtrack sound in the old way versus the new one? I want to sit here for a second and hear the difference. Obviously, the sound's going to be more crisp in the new one, but sometimes that's not good for certain songs that were made in the older days. See, that's more prevalent. The cymbal sounds and like the drum, little snare-like drum kind of beat. That's more prevalent than the modern one. Yeah, see, in this one, it's a digital version of that cymbal. Actually, you know what? I think we're going to go classic. Just because I like the modern for what it is. It sounds good, but it just doesn't sound right. Because you can tell that the parts that you're hearing the the sounds like them doing the dun, dun, it's not gonna. That sounds like an actual instrument. It's not a digital mix. Because I listen to a lot of songs and love audio mix stuff, so it's like, but it's like, yeah. So I'm gonna keep it on classic. I do think we want classic. Let me make that save, so I don't forget it. I think it just hits better. It just works better for what the game feels like. And yeah, sure, the modern's a clone of the same song, but it's just not. I can immediately tell the difference between switching between the two. We're keeping on classic. By the way, there's a new Highlander movie coming. Really? Wait, starring Henry Cavill. There can only be. Okay, that might actually work. I'm not gonna lie, that might actually work. I could see Henry doing that. I could see him being able to pull that off. Okay. That has me intrigued. I haven't heard about Highlander in years. Well, I know, well, not anything new anyways. That's amazing. I mean, it could be terrible, but it's at least inspiring. They at least picked a dude who, if he grew out his hair, he definitely would look kind of like, I think it's the second iteration of McLeod. Or is it the first? I forget which one, but he does look like one of them, somewhat, so. I do think that he'd look cool with that. Now, whether the writing for a New Day Highlander will be good, I guess we'll find out. It just needs to remember, this is literally a series that's supposed to be about swordsmen cutting each other's heads off. It's like they need not to pull too many punches on, to pull too many punches out of this, because I do think that even though it didn't really ever show it, so they don't really have to do that. But if they kind of make it where they don't really, they fight until defeated and then they just lose and then blah. If they change that, I'll be mad. And it's like, because they have to die. That's the point. There can only be one. They have to die, literally. That's part of the rules. It better have the original soundtrack. That's true, too. Either that or a good version of the original soundtrack, not a digital remix, kind of like what Front Mission 3 had for the modern one. I don't mind it. Once again, it sounds good, but nothing beats the original. This would be like me playing, the old Donkey Kong, or if they remade Donkey Kong for Nintendo. I'd still prefer the original version of the soundtrack. And it's like, even if they remade his little song, his little well-known song from the first levels, back when I was young. So, he's 100% watching the old movies and reading the old scripts. I mean, if he is, then I'm good, that's good, because Henry does do that. That's what I do like about Henry, at least in that aspect. He ain't no slouch as an actor. He will do his research. Most don't, though. But he will. So I know as far as he's concerned, he should be fine. But he doesn't get to decide what the script is either. And what the writers do with it. He knows how to use a sword, too. Yeah, and he actually knows how to really use a sword. Sam King is right. He does know swordsmanship in real life. So this is going to be great as far as choreography is concerned. They better get someone who also knows how to sword fight to fight him. Because then they could do the Star Wars thing me and Tam King talked about. And those fight scenes will look beautiful. And it's like, because I missed that about Star Wars. Me and him, Tam King, talked about that the other day. When they actually did choreography and actual choreographed fighting versus digital special effects. For monsters and creatures in sci-fi movies like Godzilla, Transformers, things like that, special effects has its place, and it's really good. But I do think Hollywood became a slop machine, and just started throwing special effects everywhere, thinking that would make up for good writing, good acting, and good screenplay. It does not. So he learns about the things he's acted in. Yeah, I am an immortal. Oh wait, let's see. I am an immortal. I have inside me blood kings. I have no rival, no man to be my equal. I remember. Yeah, it's the saying. They better also that saying. I know he'll know it. They better not take the saying out, because Henry will say it. You know he'll study it and learn that saying. You know he will. This is why I think him as McLeod could work. I mean, he did good as Garrick. No, but that's his Geralt. No, Geralt. Geralt? How you say his name? Of Riviera, Witcher. He did good there, so. And of course, he was Superman at one point. But seeing that actually quite excites me. That inspires me that this year might be very interesting, because we're seeing almost a rebirth of certain things. Now, it doesn't mean all of them will succeed, but that's why I'm hoping to the universe. Let Zone of the Enders be one of these. Let Zone of the Enders be one of these rebirths this year. Not as a movie or a show, but as a game. Like, bring back, remaster, give it the front mission treatment, give it the Metal Gear Solid treatment, whatever you gotta do. Bring me my Zone of the Enders 1 back. Heck, at this point, if that actually did happen, and almost because of my life and way things are kind of flipping towards where it's going now, I could argue that as a sign if that happened. Maybe not literally, but what Zone of the Enders represents to me is it got a remake this year, along with all these other rebirths, and me doing Operation Rebirth at the same time. That would nail it shut in my brain, knowing exactly where I'm going now. That I have finally reached back where I was. I'm already doing that without it, but that would be the icing on the cake. And see, I watched a video on it. They said Dave Bautista is playing. Oh! Can Batista use a sword, though? Or are they going to have him fight different? I don't know. I guess we'll see. There's a couple pics floating around showing him as Connor McLeod. Already, huh? Must have AI generated it. Or maybe he actually has already worn the costume and did a bunch of, like, photo shoots that got leaked out. That's cool, though. But still, so we're getting Dave Bautista as Kurgan. I mean, like I said, looks-wise, that's not bad. But will he be able to fight Henry with a sword like an actual sword fighter? Because that'll be kind of what it'll break it. No, it's official. They're early in production, huh? Because that's what my biggest worry. You have this epic dude you've chosen, Henry Cavill, who's an actual swordsman, knows what a sword is like. He's also famous already for a previous swordsman. And if you make him fight someone who is not a trained swordsman, it's going to show. It's going to show. And that may ruin the show on its own. That might cause it to flop. Because that is part of the reason why people even watched even old Highlander. The sword fighting. Obviously. I mean, the story's cool too, but I mean... Like I said, that was during the time when sword fighting was a little bit more official. The original was great, but casting was weird. Yeah, it was. I do think the original was great. They had the skills to do it, but some of the character, or what do you call it, casting choices were a little odd for who the character is supposed to technically represent. So... like, lore-wise, but it was weird. They had a Scotsman playing a Frenchman. That's what I mean, and a Frenchman playing a Scotsman. Yeah, they had the roles all reversed, and I think they did that because they felt like the what's his name? I forget his name. Was more popular, so he ended up becoming the main character, and the other one swapped with him. So one could argue the villain was supposed to be the hero, and the hero was supposed to be the villain. But I think they've done a lot better now with this, or at least on the surface. Sean Connery was the right. Right, Sean. It was Sean, yeah, playing the Frenchman. And I'm like, I get it. It's Sean Connery. But bruh, this doesn't make sense. He taught McLeod. He did. I missed that day, man. I missed that part. That was probably my favorite part of it. Because Sean Connery's a big dude. Like, I watched most of his movies. And so that's probably, I think that was even the reason why I even started watching Highlander originally, and then that's when I fell in love with it. But if they released Zone of the Enders with Armored Core 6 gameplay, well, it would have Armored Core 6 like gameplay. Remember, Zone of the Enders naturally is already like Armored Core, just older and way more simple. I guess you could argue it's like Armored Core 2 is what that one would be akin to, because 2 was most like Zone of the Enders. Or one could argue Zone of the Enders was most like AC2. Now, would it be like AC6? I don't know. I mean, that would be the ideal, like on the same level of speed as AC6. But that's a lot more than a remake. I mean, Metal Gear Solid, they redid the models, but here's the thing they didn't change, and me and Tim King talked about this too. With the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, they redid all the cutscenes, all the models, and all that, but most of the animations, pretty much all of them, and most of the mechanics and coding was the same. So, if you put this in the same perspective for Zone of the Enders 1, it's still going to be kind of slow mechanically. It'll be a little faster, because they did improve the speed of Metal Gear Solid, which actually made it a bit different when I was playing it, and I noticed that when I was playing, that I was so much used to that game being slower. Even with the keeping the same animations and all that, because it's a higher frame rate, things just happen quicker. Guards noticing you quicker. When you're trying to aim, you have to be a lot more precise because it's faster. You don't get the slow aim. Like, ooh. Christopher Lambert, a Frenchman played the Scott McCloud, yeah. Lambert was Raiden. I know, yeah. Lambert is also Raiden, yeah. Oh, I know who Lambert is. My favorite Raiden of all time. Although he never got the fight in that freaking movie. The Raiden that actually got the fight was a way worse choice as an actor for Raiden. That Annihilation movie was just so terrible. The first one was at least fun. Like, you could tell the first one was cheesy, but it was a good cheesy. The second one was just fucking stupid. Shao Kahn was so freaking dumb. I like the actor, he's a cool dude, but bruh, Shao Kahn is a dragon man. He's of the Shokan species, or something similar to Shokan. It's not the Shokan. It's another species like the Shokan from Outworld. He isn't human. Yet they made him a bald white man. Instead of a dragon man who can rip you apart. Anyway. My phone's about to die, so I need to end it. Holy crap, it's on 5%. What in the world? Why did you get that low without telling me? You didn't warn me at 10? Let's see, I say they improve everything. I mean, they should improve everything, but you gotta understand, companies sometimes aren't gonna put that much money or resources in a gamble or something they think is a gamble. I do think Zone of the Enders has a market, and I do think it would sell really well again if it was remade just like Metal Gear Solid was. However, Metal Gear Solid didn't even get that treatment, and keep that in mind. Metal Gear Solid is a bigger franchise than Zone of the Enders, and Konami didn't even put big bucks into that. They changed, like I said, they made it look better in the models and the cutscenes and everything else, but everything else technically under the hood is the same. So one could argue they actually did kind of go the cheapest route they could. Now, it's not like it didn't work. It was a great game. I loved it. And it's still just like the old one, just a bit different feeling. The only thing that's sad is a lot of the older Easter eggs are different Easter eggs now. So that's a bit sad. But, especially certain ones. But, see, by the way, Russell Crowe is cast in New Highlander 2. They haven't said who he's playing. I wonder if he's playing... Didn't for a little while he had a rival friend that he refused to kill? Tim King, refresh me on this. Wasn't it one of the immortals he became friends with, McLeod, and he just would not kill him? Wonder if that's who that could be. Forgot the name of the character. Russell Crowe would be interesting though. Wouldn't mind seeing him in that movie too. Could be him though. Guess we'll have to find out. See, I just got the weapon guy. I don't understand how to potential my contingent measure. It's not gold. I don't want to upgrade weak sword. Well, contingent measure I think is a purple sword, right? Contingent measure is purple, if I'm not mistaken. You definitely don't want to, unless you don't have a replacement. Like, if you don't have a better weapon, then you still want to definitely keep upgrading it. If you can. But if you do have a better weapon, or ability to roll, remember to roll for new weapons as well in the Arsenal Exchange, in the headhunting section. Because it'll give you more chances to get other weapons you can equip that might be better for the character. But if you don't have anything better, then sometimes upgrading what you have is still better. It's still apt. Unless he's playing Sean Connery's part. Yeah, see, that would be a little weird. I will admit that part might be strange, because I don't know if you can step into Sean Connery's shoes, right? We'll see. I mean, maybe? I don't know. That's big shoes. I mean, Russell Crowe's a big man, too. Popularity-wise is what I mean. But, man, Sean Connery, though. But at least with Russell Crowe, he probably could do a better Frenchman. At least level it to 20. Bacon if you're using it. That's what, yeah, Tem King says, at least bring it to 20 if you're still using it. Because 20's, you should have enough resources to upgrade the weapon to at least level 20. Any weapon to 20 without really running out. As long as you're doing the story and following the instructions on how to build your factory down the line. I can see Russell Crowe as a Highlander. I mean, I can. It's just the specific Highlander they make him might make it a little harder on him. Because there's plenty of Highlanders he could be, but that's why I said my money's on either what Tam King said. He's either going to be Sean Connery's role, the teacher, the one who taught McLeod. I forgot his name, to be fair as well. Or he's going to be McLeod's friend, the one that became his best friend. But I don't remember his name either. So it could be either of those characters. And so, well, technically, no, he doesn't. He doesn't actually have to do that, Crispy. He doesn't have to get the accent. Because technically, Sean Connery was playing a character that didn't even need the accent Sean Connery has. It's just the clout Sean Connery has. Because, like Tam King said, a Scotsman played a Frenchman, and a Frenchman played a Scotsman. So, technically, he actually doesn't even have to do any of that. He just has to be good at the character's personality. Maybe even make him sound French this time. If he actually does that, then that actually might win him at least the approval of replacing the original joke, right? Like fixing the original joke. It's no longer a Scotsman as a Frenchman. So, so, if he has to do any accent, then he kind of has to sound French. But I don't think he'll do that. He'll just sound like Russell Crowe. But I mean, that's still not. That's probably the closest we're gonna get to French, anyways. French ain't easy either. I mean, having someone play a Scotsman or a Frenchman is never easy unless they're already a real life Scotsman or a real life Frenchman. And so, but all right, let's make a save. Make one more save for me here. I'll probably do a couple of skill trainings again, upgrade us a little bit more before we move on tomorrow. Either that or go play my other game I've got. Isn't Russell Australian anyways? I think so, right? Is Russell Crowe Australian? I mean, that is close to French. I mean, there is a lot of French people in Australia too, so I could see that being close enough. I still think it's still going to be better accent-wise in general, even if he doesn't try to do it. But Crow and Cavill sword fighting would be awesome. Yeah, it would be. I would love that. That would be the most. Yeah, see that's what that would put. That fight right there is what I think would put the butts in the seat. Like the butts in the theaters, if it's gonna. I'm assuming it will go to theaters, but that would bring the people to the theater. I 100% think that as well, because I do think that would be a really good fight. I think the two of them would make that look crazy. Crow has a lot of sword practice from Gladiator. Yep, that's why I said that. See, now hearing Russell Crowe, I'm like, that's why I said the only thing he has to worry about is just, clout and being new to the franchise. Otherwise, yeah, this man's previously been already a warrior. So it's like, that'd work so well. Both of those characters or actors have had previous experience as sword fighting warriors in different franchises. This seems like a match made in heaven to me. Maximus versus Soups. Well, I was gonna say Geralt. Remember, he played The Witcher. Remember, Henry played The Witcher as well. I was gonna say it's actually Maximus versus Geralt. Which would be a hilarious one. Wesley Snipes would be the villain. That'd be $1 billion movie. They would have to wait for that. Well, because there was a movie where he fought, what's his name? It's that dude who had the magic powers, who was more of a wizard than a warrior. I actually could see Wesley playing him in the future if this ever kicked off. I would love Wesley to play that guy, because I think Wesley made that guy on the same level of villain that you had with Demolition Man. So Snipes would be awesome in Highlander. Oh, 100%. That's why I think he would be good as that other. I think he'd have to be a villain because there aren't too many heroes that he could probably play. Because most of them die off anyways. But I do think that there's a specific villain from one of the movies that I'm like, yeah, I think he'd be good at making that a lot better. And that would be an improvement in that case. Because the guy they got originally was cool, but it's not like he was winning any, awards. So I think that in that case, Wesley would be the king of making that movie a lot better, or that specific one. But I gotta get off here. My phone's dying, so I'm going to end it here for tonight, chat, and then we're going to continue tomorrow with Arknight's Infield again, and then some more Front Mission 3. We're going to resume Front Mission 2 this week. We'll go back to 2 at the beginning of the week. I'm also going to start my other series, the Operation Rebirth series, one of them anyways, this week as well. So we can go ahead and get started on that. It won't be taking precedence over everything else, because it's going to be going throughout the year if need be. But along with another one I want to start this week. We'll probably start both this week. One sadly only has one game of the series that I can play. The other has 4. Technically 5 if we go all the way. But but Maximus versus Garol versus Blade, that would be a crazy battle. But that would be a crazy battle. But alright, I want to give a massive shout out. Oh wait. GG y'all, Tam King said. GG Tam King. I want to give a massive shout out to Tam King, Crispy Bacon for joining in the chat tonight. And of course also a massive shout out to my moderators as always, Sir Seeley and Urban McFarsier for joining in for some more Front Mission 3 tonight. We're about to get into the meat and bone of the beginning of this campaign tomorrow. This is where it really kicks off once we leave Japan with Emma for her campaign. Oh, this is where it's gonna hit. This is where you're gonna start seeing this go up real fast in scale. Because like I said, her campaign is the harder one. So the battles scale up a little bit quicker than the other one. Because you stay in Japan longer in the other one. So. See, I'm at 29 hours on Arknights. Nice. You might even have more than me now. Like I said, I don't get to play it as much lately as everybody else. So I've been having a lot going on that I've got to been taking care of IRL. But tomorrow we are going to get as deep as we can with not only finishing the lore we were reading today for the backstory, so we understand what's going on on Infield a little bit better. And for me too, for my lore brain, because I love lore. And then, it sounded like a Star Trek meme I just made there. But anyways, I mean, I do. Lore is cool. A bit of an ass, but... but anyways, it's like, so tomorrow we're going to do that, and we're going to work on the factory tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have time to do this, the quarry, and go down into the quarry and explore it. But it depends on how long it takes us with getting the factory stuff set up. Because I'm about to go into my first level of, now I want to set up my first, basically, industry line that's going to feed me certain things constantly that we're going to just keep with. So we're going to be focusing on that tomorrow as well, after we read the rest of the lore. And then if we have time, we'll continue story. If not, that'll be for the next episode after that. And then later that night, tomorrow, more Front Mission 3. So. You see, that's just today. I hope I don't burn out my PS. I mean, as long as you're not doing it on, if you did 29 hours all in one sitting, that might burn out the PS5. But if you're doing in, like, it's just total 25 hours, but you've been playing, like, maybe 5 to 6 hours a day, like, per session that you're sitting down, that shouldn't affect it. Unless there's something already wrong with the internals, you should be fine. But if you are playing straight 29 hours on it, that could eventually mess that thing up. But you have a good night, Crispy. And to everyone else as well, good night as well, and thank you so much for joining in tonight. Big shout out to Farseer. You have a good night as well, Farseer. And thank you all so much for joining in. Seeley as well. Big shout out to Seeley. And until next time. Oh, and also shout out to the Mad Lad James, which, oh shoot, he's actually supposed to be here tomorrow. Frick, I forgot. Ah, frick, and he's gonna go out of town. We might not be able to do what I just said tomorrow, frick. This is why I hate making plans, because I forget I am an idiot sometimes. But, alright, we're going to play it by ear then. If we don't get to do anything with James before he leaves, streaming-wise, I do have to talk to him about some things before he leaves on his little vacation thing he's about to go on. But if we don't get to stream with him tomorrow, then we'll do what I already said. We'll do Arknights and Front Mission 3. If James does want to stream tomorrow and he wants to test out his new fixed issue now that we've got his PlayStation and YouTube resynchronized finally, we might just do Baldur's Gate out of nowhere. But but it's like we'll have to see. Or maybe even something else. Who knows? I'll have to see what we have available as a choice that we can kind of play and kind of go with that. But we'll play it by ear just in case. More chances to got more chance you gonna burn yourself out, bacon. Oh, yeah, straight 29 hours? Yeah, that's not, then you might burn yourself out and the PlayStation. If you're playing that much. I used to do that when I was young. I regretted it, but I did enjoy the game at least. But anyways. James is hooked on Core Keeper right now. Oh yeah, so he might want to do Core Keeper. So we might do that. I might finally show off some Core Keeper. Because it's a little survival top-down game I've been playing with James and Tam King. We might do that then. Because Baldur's Gate's can be so much harder to set up for. At a moment's notice anyways. Blah, cannot speak today. But anyways. But yeah, we'll see what happens. It'll probably either be Core Keeper or Baldur's Gate for co-op with James. Or it'll be single-player Arc Knights, Infield, and Front Mission 3. Depends on how James' schedule and what he feels like doing. So, let's see. I'll look into Core Keeper. It's pretty cool. It's basically underground Terraria, but without the town and the growing the crops part. If you took the part where the adventure part of Terraria, where you're digging down into the mines, fighting monsters and trying to get more materials to upgrade, it's literally that. It's like, so, it's a good game though, I do like it. James got all the good he does. James has became so, to elaborate real quick to Tam King, what he just said, James has become so obsessed with Core Keeper, he has built a Arc Knights factory in Core Keeper, but not in Arc Knights, because he hasn't played Arc Knights yet. That should tell you how far James is. James has created an industry underground. He's like, he's rocking stone. I'm stealing all his shit. Oh, man. But anyways, until next time, chat, I will see you all tomorrow for whatever we end up maybe doing. So, peace and love to all you guys out there. And thanks for joining, and I will see you all soon. Bye, everyone. Bye. 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 I try to match the background music. It's not easy. But anyways, bye, everyone. I will see you all tomorrow for whatever may come. Until then, see you next time. Wow, voice crack. Bye.